Hi everyone, it's Forbidden Mystery Vault, your favorite show on Cable 2.
Woo!
Welcome. We're back here with more Shibuya Scramble. You know, I've stopped bot messages from showing up in the little chat bot thing. I might change that at some point because people keep using beatdown and I want that to be like visible on the stream. It's sad that it's not.
It is a little sad that it's not.
Time to see Maria's zoom in selection animation. Yeah. This stream is called A Farewell to Paws because, obviously in the last week, Tama dropped her cat suit for a just normal outfit and revealed that she is in fact Maria, which I kind of knew all along. I did, for a brief moment, think that she might have been a robot, but let's not talk about that. It was obviously not true, but, you know, that's how it goes.
Anyone could still be a robot.
And this is gonna load. Okay. Someone sent beat in the chat. It's not a stream without live stream, like, tweaking.
Yeah!
Okay, good. Now you can see when everyone spams beatdown.
Woo!
Just remember, there's lots of bad endings to find. That is true. We have not found all of them, and I'm definitely not bothering to do like that because this game has already been like 10 weeks with multiple breaks. So I'm not gonna hunt for bad endings, but we've run into a lot anyway. We got Tama.exe last week, which was great.
Yeah, we got Tom.exe last week. That one was really good.
Creepypasta jump scare Tama.
Whoa.
Hey! Echo did arrive
I'm
on
so
time.
fucking ready to scramble.
Well, thank goodness.
Thank goodness you're here.
I'd
Maria.
never fought.
Oh,
Maria!
I forgot that Tama's gone.
She just took the
Did
cat suit
she-
off. We get to watch
Does
this
she
again.
know her name? Do we want to see if she knows her name?
I am curious about Maria's story.
Or do we want to, like, go to, like, I don't know, Minorikawa?
Her zoom in selection animation is a lot less good.
Well, yeah, it's hard to beat the fucking cat doing the fucking 2-frame GIF.
Yeah.
I hope that it's still silly, but
She's the kind of the gleeful grinner.
I'm not changing my voice for her. This is what she sounds like.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could do the narration, because,
The sales clerk continues to stare at me.
this is Echo.
Yeah.
You know, you look really familiar. I never remember this guy's voice. It changes
He
every
basically
time.
just sounds kind of pathetic.
It doesn't really matter. Huh? Really? I perk up at that. Maybe I can find out something about who I am.
Yeah.
The way he popped up!
Yeah.
You totally look like some pop singer or TV personality. I just can't remember who.
Oh, that's what you meant. My shoulders slump in disappointment. Look, if you're trying to flatter me, how about a discount on the necklace?
Sure, okay. I mean, it's just something I picked up off the side of the road. Oh.
The sales clerk stammers for a moment.
Okay, how about I take off 10,000, 30,000, and it's yours.
You mean it? That perks me right back up. I guess I'm easy to please.
Shut up! You brought this up! We didn't think about that! We didn't mention that!
Yeah, it wasn't on my mind at all.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about it. Fortunately, Shibuya
I wasn't
Scramble
either.
brought it up.
It's literally just the game.
Get your
None
mind
of us
out of the
thought like
gutter.
that.
That's not what she means, and you know it.
I do know
My
it!
love for
You
Tama
brought it
is
up!
platonic. Sure, you look like you might need to buy some new clothes too. Damn, buddy. Fuck.
Jeez. He points to my sweater.
It looks fine.
Oh, it's ripped.
What?
There's a tiny tear in the left shoulder.
So, what do you want to do about the cat?
The sales clerk adds.
Want me to dispose of it for you? I don't know why I said it
He
like
gestures at my costume with his jaw.
Why'd you say it like that?
Oh,
knows?
right. What should I do?
that. I love this face.
I do not trust him to get rid of the costume. He's gonna
Dude,
throw it away,
yeah,
and then we're gonna
I
get
should. Yeah, I do. But the thing is that this guilt is fake. He always wants to help me. Just get him to get rid of that thing. Fuck it.
He's gonna end
I
up with
don't-
Tama.exe again.
I just
Evil
know that
power.
I can't trust him, but I'm still like, I don't feel guilty for him.
I mean, Soul kind of is Tama, so, there you go.
He obviously wants to help me. May as well have him get rid of the costume too.
This just feels like a bad end
Sure,
to me.
if you don't mind.
It's got the smell.
I also definitely feel like it's a bad end, but we'll see what happens.
I pay him 30,000 yen, take the necklace, and I leave the knickknack shop.
Yippee.
Sega! A few minutes later, near the station, I spot a sort of mall. Checking the directory by the entrance, I see that's got several clothing shops and an arcade inside.
They probably sell shirts.
They probably sell shirts in here. I hurry on inside.
I don't know if they sell shirts.
They probably sell shirts. The interior of the building is like a twisting maze of corridors, all of them overflowing with people. I take the escalator to the second floor and find myself amidst rows of arcade games. I was trying to get to the fashion area, but I must have gone the wrong way.
Who the fuck was this? Oh, this is this fucking journalist guy.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you.
You haven't seen a lost little girl, have you?
Dude, seriously. You lost your daughter. Oh my fucking god.
He lost his daughter again. I turned to see a miserable-looking middle-aged man peering at me anxiously.
Teruo Toyama. He got separated from his daughter Hana while running from debt collectors. He's on edge. Oh. Worried the men who are after him might take Hana hostage. The fucking song in the
Have
background.
you seen her? A little girl? About 10 years old? A girl around 10? Have I seen her? What's her name? Hana Toyama. Hana? Oh, that's a pretty name. So, she's about yay tall?
Is that how you spell that?
Yay? I think so.
Huh.
The man launches into a rapid-fire explanation, describing the girl's features, hair, and clothes. I got separated from her around Center Guy.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. Bosco, my cat, is currently sitting in, perhaps the most precarious spot physically possible Which is to say, he has nestled himself, like... So my chair, right? It's a wheelie chair. He has put himself, so that he is facing towards the middle, like, thing, the sort of the stem of the chair. And he is, like, his neck is resting over one of the, like, legs. So I cannot move my chair or else he will, like, die. Why is he doing this? Why is he sitting next to a bunch of wheels? Anyway.
She likes this place. She likes this place, so I thought maybe she'd come here. Center guy? That's right. Now I remember. This is the guy I bumped into earlier in the afternoon while I was racing around in that cat costume.
Oh yeah, they did bump at the end.
He got separated from his daughter? Yikes. If she did come here, it's not going to be easy to find her in the midst of these crowds. Are you sure she didn't go back home? Well, there's this problem. Going home isn't an option. Well, that's not really an explanation. Sorry to bother you. I'll look around a bit more.
I'm really glad that this game is today. The stream is opening with Sol having to talk to herself for like a whole conversation.
With that, Hana's father leaves. Who cares? I leave the arcade and head for the fashion area.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
do-
god.
I bump into
I'll
Mr.
do this
Yanagashita in a
reaction.
hallway line with photo booths. Huh? Boss? What's he doing in a place like this? Is it good? Or is he an evil pervert now that I have to kill with my bare hands?
Hey, I feel cursed that I don't have like moderator status on the Cable 2 channel. Can someone just like pin Arby's message for like ever for like 2,000 hours? It's very important. Thank you.
It's true. It's an accurate message. I pinned it.
Yeah. Stands for full motion video.
I'm beating you with hammers.
Yeah!
Oh! Yeah, I don't know what I would do for the voice. Oh! Dharma! You're out of the suit!
For some reason, he's got a bunch of magazines strewn across the floor.
This is you. Yeah.
Yeah, finally managed to get it off.
That's good. I wish you could have been at the sales demo without your face hidden away.
What are you doing? You mentioned doing something about a creek earlier. Are you going on a trip?
Yeah, I was, but then I remembered something important. I got motion sickness, something fierce.
He sounds kind of proud of himself.
So yeah, no trips for me. Heck, I don't even want to think about that now.
What about the money you owe? I asked, curious.
Well, as it happens, I think I may have found my solution.
He brings a hand to his mouth and giggles.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Right
no!
here! I found a great way to make a killing. To earn a lot of money, usually in a very short time and or with little effort. The phrase originated in the 19th century, in reference to hunters who were paid based on the number of kills they made.
He opens up the magazine he's holding, reveals scratch card with a potential 100,000 yen prize.
You just gotta scratch off one of these to win 100,000 yen. All I need is 30 of them and then my debt's squared away. Each magazine I can nab is more money for me.
Despite his enthusiasm, his story doesn't quite add up.
Yeah, Game Quitter. Yeah.
Are those scratch cards guaranteed to win?
No, of course not. It's a lottery sort of thing.
Well, then having 30 copies of the magazine is hardly a foolproof
She
solution.
fucking looks at the camera.
Quite the opposite, in fact. But I hold my tongue.
Okay then, now that my goddess of fortune Tama's here, let me hurry and scratch these suckers off. I wish Choke was here to do Mr. Yanagashita.
Yanagashita reverently begins scratching away at the first card with a coin. Scratch, 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 scratch.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh my god. Wait.
they're all gonna be losers because the winners just were taken. Because you can just tell what the winners are, right?
Yeah.
So he only has losers, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a spectacular display, he scratches off one losing card after another.
Yeah, 'cause that's right. It wasn't that they printed 100% winners, it was that you could tell by using the light to, like, just look behind the things.
Who the winners are, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to do that.
Soon, he's down to one last magazine.
But even if he does win, he's not gonna get the money.
You're not a very lucky person, are you?
Oh, please don't say that.
Mr. Yanagashita looks like he's on the verge of tears. I stare at one of the losing scratch cards. You know, if you just see the symbols of the card, you'd win for sure, I say, jokingly. I hold the card up to the light. When I do, I really can see the symbols through the card. Boss, I think I might have just...
Shh.
He interrupts me before I can share my shocking discovery. I look at him in surprise. Mr. Nishida has gone all pale.
Quiet, Tama. Those guys are here.
He shoves me into a photo booth. Those guys?
The debt collectors. They just do not give up.
He clutches the sides of his head. Peeking out of the booth, I spot a pair of men who look pretty rough around the edges. Is it those two?
Shh. Not so loud.
The men are looking around, and they're getting closer and closer.
What do I do? Oh, what do I do?
Yanagashita starts getting panicky.
Tama, what do I do?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Well, the thing is, we know that she can probably handle these two guys. So
True, she is really good at fighting.
yeah, she's got that. She has skills in beating people up inexplicably. So finding a better play side's probably better. It's probably better than just running. This guy gave me a job, so I kind of owe him. I look around for a better place for the two of us to hide. Unfortunately,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
really see anywhere that might work. Oh. We might be safest staying right where we are. Just stay nice and still, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
The curtain is drawn, so people can't see inside. But just to keep appearances, we start taking photos as if we're normal customers.
I really hope they don't look in here. Mr. Extra murmurs. What'll we do if they find us?
They won't. Just don't worry. Despite my reassurances, it was a while before he stopped trembling. Then he said,
You know, Tama, they say that when a man and a woman meet under unusual circumstances, it's easy for them to fall in love.
uh-huh. Do they now?
They do. Going through an extreme situation together makes you fall for each other. So, wanna go get married?
No. No way. Yeah, I am not having this conversation. Anyway, I think they're gone now. The debt collectors, I mean. Mr. Yamashita peeks out, quickly scans the surrounding area.
They're gone? They're gone! So long, losers!
His fear is given way to a burst of manic energy.
Guess I'm in the clear now. Thanks, Tama. Come on, let's take some commemorative photos.
Huh? To commemorate what exactly?
Come on, it'll be fun. Okay, big smile now. Ready? Cheese! Butter! Margarine! Great photos.
Great photos. After that, I part ways with Mr. Yamashita and head to a different floor. I don't tell him about being able to see through the scratch cards. The guy really ought to develop a proper work ethic.
That's so fucking funny. Like, okay, he's definitely shouldn't be able to cheat that because it's not gonna go well for him either way. But it's so funny that he just doesn't know.
He just keeps going from scam to scam. It probably isn't great to encourage him to do that, and
Yeah.
also we know that he can't get a payout from it.
Mm-hmm. Is that Yanagashita?
I'm on the escalator to the 3rd floor when I hear someone.
Shouting.
I figured someone yelling to their kid, but when I turn to look, I see a young man I don't recognize staring right at me. Where are you going? It's not safe for us to get too separated, is my guess
Yeah.
as to what I'm saying. What? Who's this weirdo? Is this some new pickup chick or something? I rush up the escalator to get away from the guy.
It's definitely Archie.
The reason why it might not be is because surely he would know. He'd be curious as to why I'm in a different outfit. When I get to
Yeah.
the restaurant, Sonic.
Sonic.
When I get to the restaurant section of the 4th floor, I'm hit with a sudden pang of hunger. Come to think of it, I haven't eaten a thing all day. I'm so hungry, I mutter to myself as I walk around. What should I eat? Then I spot Cherry coming out of a Chinese restaurant. Hey, Cherry! She turns to look at me, confused.
Who are you?
Oh, it's me, it's Tama.
Ah, I thought I recognized that voice. She replies with a nod.
Did you eat again?
Well, yeah, but then they kicked me out. Isn't that just terrible?
She looks pretty displeased.
I came here because they said it was all you can eat, but then they closed shop because they ran out of food.
Cherry's so good. Oh, wow. You're right. I spot one of the
This
restaurant staff hanging a
music.
close sign on the front door.
Man, now my early afternoon snack is ruined.
What? An afternoon snack? An all-you-can-eat buffet? I can't help but stare at Cherry's midsection, amazed what a stomach is capable of.
By the way, have you seen the boss? I thought he finally accepted that he needs to buckle down and work, but he's got some new crazy scheme. Guess the guy's just never gonna learn. Well, so yeah, Cherry is definitely some sort of vacuum.
Yeah, Cherry's like a got Kirby in there.
Yeah. I figure nothing's good's gonna come from associating with him. I'd be careful if I were you too.
Huh. Done with her little rant, Cherry says goodbye and heads off among the restaurants. Hitomi? Who said that? Were they talking to me? Oh, it's someone else. I turn to see a businessman of some sort staring in my direction. Like everyone I run into today, I don't recognize him. For some reason, though, I feel relaxed in his presence.
I think this is the Takada.
Is this Tanaka? Yeah.
Tanaka? Takada? What, the guy.
It might be.
Yeah. Who I think is also Soul.
Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Is that you, Hitomi? Hitomi? Could that be my name?
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
Or are you Maria? No, As I fumble for words, the man peers at me with obvious concern. What are you doing in a place like this? We need to get you back home. Your parents are worried sick. My parents? Did someone file a missing person report while I've been wandering around with amnesia? The man leads the way, and I follow. Uh-oh.
Hmm. Oh no.
We leave the Gigo building, but head down a narrow alleyway. Then, the man suddenly stops. I feel a jolt of anxiety as I notice something gleaming in his hand. It doesn't matter which of the two you are. You're both in the way. He mutters almost as if talking to himself. Damn. Right after that, everything goes dark.
We never even got a good look at him. That ends. Mysterious man. Well, I guess let's see what else we have in store for us in other pots. That's Maria. Which is the one that was like the? Is it Kanan? Did we decide that was Kanan? Echo. What was your verdict on that name?
It was Kanan, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was that?
Was that with Kano? Because I don't think. No, it may have been Achi.
It might have been Achi.
I think it was Hachi, yeah, because
Yeah.
we like recognized her and it was whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Who wants Okay,
Yeah.
so we have Echo. You should probably be Kanan, because we have Soul as Achi and me as Hitomi.
Yeah. Is this canon?
Yeah, she's like a cool girl from, I think, the Middle East.
Huh.
And she, like, beat the fuck out
You
of some
must
guy.
you must be Hitomi.
Okay. The girl called Kanan spoke fairly fluent Japanese. Hitomi nodded in response. Yes, that's me. And you're Kanan, right?
How did you know my name? Did Maria tell you?
Yeah, in that first bandit, and Kanan kills Kano and Jack. Yes. She told me about this amazing girl from overseas she made friends with. A thin smile crossed Kanan's lips at the word amazing. Okay. Alright.
Gay.
Then her look grew sad.
Poor Maria.
Maria.
It's my fault that she was I'm sorry, it's just nerves from the situation.
What? Hang on, Soul in unison?
What? Okay.
What?
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 That's why I have to rescue her.
Hold on a second. What do you mean it's your fault? Kanan replied by jerking her chin in the direction of the main road.
Better head that way. Someone's coming.
But Hitomi didn't back down. Please tell me, why was my sister kidnapped? This is a good shot.
Yeah, I like the shot of the goons.
Several sets of footsteps echoed down the alley. They could see figures approaching now. By the looks of them, accomplices of the man Kanan had taken down earlier.
You two get out of here. I'll handle this.
She stepped out in front of Achi and Hitomi, moving with such confidence that they didn't doubt she could handle the threat.
Come to the
I
guy.
see.
Come to the Geigo building at 3 o'clock.
She added quietly, never taking her eyes off the advancing syndicate members. Huh?
I'll explain everything then.
The criminals broke into a run.
Come on, Hitomi, let's go.
He took her by the hand and bolted from the alleyway. The two didn't slow their pace until they'd put plenty of distance between themselves and the alleyway. Kanan said this was her fault. What could she have meant by that? The hard run hadn't made Hitomi forget the other girl's startling suggestion.
Well, she said she'll meet up with us again later. We can ask her more about it then.
In the meantime... An ache in his belly had made Achi realize he'd been running all day and hadn't eaten since the morning.
Has anyone eaten today other than Chiri?
I don't think so.
Minorikawa smoked a lot. That's not feeding, though.
People at a
Well,
diet need to be careful about skipping meals. Going too long without proper nourishment can cause the body to store up its energy reserves, leading to weight gain instead of loss. Proper eating habits and proper exercise are key.
We had a wonderful dinner scene last time.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Osawa had a beautiful lunch.
Oh yeah, Osawa had a beautiful lunch. That's true.
Prepared for him by his butler.
Okay. Osawa and Minorikawa have ingested food today. Kano, Aichi, and Maria have not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the best timing. But do you want to get some food?
I'll be okay. Hitomi's face is racked with emotion. It's only natural, how she thought. Not only was she afraid of for her sister's life, but there were all these people out to kill her, too. And with this Canaan girl suddenly showing up, the situation was more confusing than ever. Still, they might as well address the few problems they could control. There was a fast food joint nearby.
Let's go in there. You might not be hungry, but you should still make sure you stay hydrated.
Hitomi shook her head, but her wan face practically radiated exhaustion. Wan? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Come on. We should rest up a little.
But
there's no rush. If we're going to meet up with Canaan? With Canaan later, it's probably best we don't just wander aimlessly until then. Never know who you might run into.
I guess you're right. The two went into the fast food restaurant together. Sweden. Echo, do you want to be the Sweden girl? The girl from Sweden? The fast food chain?
Yeah, give me a second. Welcome!
Said the girl at the register with a bright smile.
May I take your order?
I'll have the spaghetti with meat sauce. How about you, Hitomi?
Spaghetti with a sauce made from tomatoes and ground meat, also known as spaghetti bolognese, if you want to sound more Italian. Like Neapolitan spaghetti, flavored with ketchup, it is a perennial favorite of Japanese children. Frozen packages at the supermarket for around 200 yen a pop make for a simple and decently tasty microwavable meal that's also easy on the wallet. That's
Woo!
an absurd price that I wish I lived in this world of, like, what, 2008? 2009? That's like, fucking what, $2 for microwave spaghetti? That's ridiculous. I'll just have an iced tea.
Hey now, you should probably eat at least a little something.
Okay. And I'll have a strawberry parfait. The way Japan uses ketchup stresses me. I can't really throw stones about it. I eat bad things all the time. But ketchup spaghetti is scary. Yeah, I understand that. Also, I like that this is because it's going into more character stuff. It's listed as a 428 fact, but strawberry parfaits are in fact real. Like, that's a real thing.
They're real, and they are also actually a dessert of strawberries topped with ice cream and whipped cream. That is what they are.
That's true, yeah. Tomi's been so worried about her sister that she hasn't eaten anything since last night, but being with Achi has calmed her nerves a little, and her appetite has returned. Perhaps her reflexive order of a strawberry parfait is a sign that she's not only hungry, but also still a little girl with a sweet tooth at heart? I don't know,
Thanks.
Maybe she just wants ice cream. She sounded a little embarrassed to be ordering a dessert.
So yeah, one spaghetti and meat sauce and a strawberry parfait, please.
Oh.
Coming right up.
Cashier promptly assembled their meal and set it out on a tray.
We've got a special contest going on right now. Please check it out if you're interested.
The girl handed Achi a flyer. It read, Iron Stomach Eating Contest. Eat 1,000 scoops of ice cream and win 10 million yen. Wait, hang on.
What the heck?
Hang on, I have to read the Iron Stomach.
Oh, we didn't.
Competitive eating
Iron.
event. Do you want to read
Iron
this?
Stomach, a competitive eating event held by this establishment, backed by Sun TV. The competition was shared with the entire country over the internet. Many contestants have entered for a shot at the 10 million yen prize, but so far, no one has been able to complete the eating challenge due to a large number of competitors who suffer from gastrointestinal distress. As a result of their efforts, roughly 30 portable toilets have been set up outside of the restaurant.
Do not fucking let him eat that, Null says. But 10 million yen!
10 million yen? Maybe we could buy a heart transplant with that.
He will die!
What
But-
the heck?
He would be willing to do that to save his sister. She stared at the fire as he took a seat at an open table.
1,000 scoops? That's impossible! Anyway, let's hurry up and eat.
Sorry this morning.
No worries.
As Archie stuffed his face with spaghetti, he thought back to their encounter with Kanan. The girl had helped him out, sure. But could they really trust her completely? It might be dangerous to meet up with her again. Still, he told me he needed to know more about what had happened to Maria. And Kanan obviously knew something about that. Looked like they needed to take that risk. My sister really is amazing.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
Hitomi's quiet words drew Archie from his ruminations. He paused with a forkful of spaghetti halfway to his mouth. My sister met Kanan while she was on a trip to the Middle East with my father. It's like, it's funny and in the way where it's like completely not surprising that they don't actually name like a place, it's just the Middle East. Like, it's just...
They don't want to get into it.
Yeah, they don't want to get into that. Hitomi nibbled at her parfait, looking lonesome.
Cool, but how does that in particular make your sister amazing?
It's typical of her is all. She's so dynamic and gung-ho about things. Hitomi explained, her gaze turning inward. It's just my father and sister who took that trip to the Middle East. I didn't go with them. I guess my mental image of that part of the world is mostly that it's really dangerous. To me, going there seemed like a huge risk, but Maria didn't see it that way.
Your sister sounds like a bit of a loose cannon.
But if you can't bring yourself to take risks, to do things, you can't meet new people and have new experiences. The part I always get hung up on, the risk. I'd never be able to make a friend like Kanan. Archie's mind wandered as he listened to Hitomi talk.
She and her sister are twins. Well, each of them is so unique.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. It seemed like a character decision mostly. Like, I don't know if this is
Yeah.
super impactful.
This feels like a character decision.
She and her sister might be twins, but each of them is still unique.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
He held up a hand to cut her off. Huh? Hitomi's eyes went wide.
Why are you comparing yourself to your sister? I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a twin, but can't you just be yourself?
Professor Palmer said the same thing.
Hmm?
Archie didn't recognize the name. Oh, sorry. Leyland Palmer. He's my university English professor. He's given me advice on a whole bunch of things. Oh my god! Archie!
Yeah, I know it.
Look,
I knew
look,
it.
okay? He really likes her, and he's like really in a stressful situation, okay? I forgive him for like immediately jumping to a bunch of conclusions because it's just like
He's just really worried. He's like,
He's losing it.
He's fucking losing it. Also, I keep on getting fucked up by the Twin Peaks references. Yeah, it's really funny.
It's so funny. His name's goddamn Leland Palmer.
His name's fucking Leland Palmer. Like, the thing is that, like, there's mostly been pretty innocuous. Like, there's Leland Palmer, who's just kind of like a character who's showed up like 3 times. And then there's been the Black Lodge.
Leland Palmer.
Yeah,
but the Black Lodge one is like
that's like kind of
not...
significant because it's like
it
the bad guys hide
like
out.
No, yeah, but like it's not like as big as someone just being named Leland Palmer.
True, yeah. All sorts of worrying images shot through Hachi's mind.
So, how old is this teacher of yours?
Around 40 or so, I guess? Great, Hachi thought to himself.
Another middle-aged guy.
Stop! His mind filled with another sequence.
Stop doing this
more
one!
upsetting images.
Hachi. My guy.
Oh, hey, ain't that Hitomi Osawa?
Oh wow, you're totally right. It totally is.
College-age couple sitting behind them was talking in excited, hushed, excited tones. Fucking spaghetti mouth!
His spaghetti mouth!
This is a really good Hachi face. Man, she really is a cutie. He made no attempt to hide the fact he was looking Tomy over.
Hey, hold on, Masa. What gives?
First-year student at Midoriyama Academy, who works part-time as a delivery driver for Dogen Hut, a noodle shop in Dogenzaka. He's taken the day off work today in order to attempt a dry run of the Iron Stomach eating competition, hoping to strike it rich while his girlfriend looks on. And now that he's eaten 2 parfaits, his stomach isn't feeling well, and he's just gotten back from his 5th trip to the toilet.
What? Wait, hold on.
2 parfaits, 5 trips to the toilet. What are you
That-
thinking?
Something wrong's happening there.
Yeah, you are sick.
He's lactose intolerant, right?
You guys know that Tom Hardy Misty Spaghetti Kid image? Yeah. Well, I mean, she is Miss Midoriyama, right? Miss Midoriyama! I feel like turning to them is a bit weird.
Aichi would, I think, I'm casting my mind. Aichi would try and fail to ignore them, so it's B.
Yeah, I feel like B is... Yeah. Aichi said nothing. He kept his ears tuned to the couple's conversation.
You sure that's her?
Yeah, it totally is.
No, it isn't. Isn't that Maria Osawa?
Oh, huh, maybe?
Either way, she's super cute.
Oh, no,
No, wait, we flipped them.
Either way, she's super cute.
Hey now, Masa, what gives?
First-year student at Midoriyama Academy who works part-time for Dogen Hut, a noodle shop at Dogenzaka. He's just back from suffering in the restroom, his stomach rather upset for eating too much parfait. While doing his business there, he happened to spot a magazine on the wall rack. Flipping through nonchalantly, he came across a potential 100,000 yen scratch card inside. Seeing that it hadn't been scratched off, he considered trying for the prize, but then, deciding there was no time to press his luck, left the restroom without scratching it.
Oh, okay.
Thanks!
Thanks.
Hachi turned back to Hitomi.
Is that true?
He asked, peering intently at her face. Well, yeah. She nodded with an awkward smile.
Well, I mean, you are really cute and all. Miss Midoriyama, wow. Oh, big.
He nodded to himself as he took it all in. It was Professor Palmer who convinced me to enter that beauty contest, actually. The Miss Midoriyama contest at Midoriyama Academy is considered one of the top student beauty pageants in Japan. Pin-up shots of both Hitomi and Maria have already graced the pages of several magazines. Talent agencies have also made attempts to scout them, but both girls declined, claiming that they entered the contest just for the memories, and that they have no interest in show business. That is a good-looking parfait, and it makes me really want ice cream. Because I wanted ice cream last night, but I couldn't have any, because we don't have any.
I mean, the
ordered
problem with
groceries
wanting
today.
ice cream is that in this story they are conflating ice cream with going to the bathroom immediately.
I guess so, yeah. Huh.
Huh.
I'll twist it up a little. He said if I really wanted to change myself, I should try entering.
Spaghetti
His outward
mouth!
composure, but inside his heart was racing. It's fucking 5-hand.
The spaghetti mouse taking us over! Tanaka and Palmer, which of them held Hitomi's true affections?
Or was she possibly leading on 2 middle-aged men at the same time? Dude, you know
He's
her.
losing it!
She's
He's
fucking-
losing it!
She was literally just talking about how she's too afraid of risks to do anything. And you're saying, like, she's doing this.
His brain can't control it. He's losing control of his own mind.
The more we thought about it, the worse his delusions became.
See?
What actually happened, though, is my sister and I both won the prize. Tommy's words snapped him out of his funk. She sounded disappointed.
Yeah, that's a cop-out. Huh? They gave out a double prize?
Turns out my sister had entered the competition, too. She smiled a self-deprecating smile. Guess twins really do think alike, huh?
Hey, double schmubble. You still won a prize, right? That's pretty impressive.
Nah, they just picked me as an afterthought to my sister, because twins sharing the prize made for a good headline. She looked away, sadly.
Did they say they picked you as an afterthought?
They didn't have to. It was obvious that my sister really won.
You can't know that. Maybe she was the afterthought. Come on! You need to believe in yourself!
Hitomi just hung her head. But I'm such a terrible person.
Uh-huh. Okay, this is more serious, so
Yeah.
we're cropping out the spaghetti mouth.
Suddenly her eyes welled up with tears. I hate myself so much. I can never forgive myself for what I did.
Hey, whoa!
Hachi watched her with trepidation. She looked like she might start bawling at any moment.
What's the matter?
Tonight, my sister was kidnapped. I was supposed to go to a college party with her. Then all of a sudden, she told me not to go. I kept asking her why not, but she just kept insisting I couldn't. His face was bleak with regret. We both got mad, and I wound up blowing up at her. Okay, I get it. I don't need to go to the party. Fine. I'd just be your little tag-along anyway. Just like in that beauty contest. You couldn't just let me enter that by myself, could you? You always have to be the center of attention. Maria scowled.
Fine. The party starts at 7 o'clock. Try not to forget, okay?
I was kicking myself as soon as I told her off. My sister isn't the sort of person to tell me what to do or not do. She must have had a reason for not wanting me to go. I was planning on apologizing to her after the party. But
But then she was abducted, right?
Archie polished off the last of his spaghetti. He sat down his fork, then wiped his mouth. Thank God.
Spaghetti mouth is he's free of the spaghetti mouth.
Yay!
Hitomi, I get why you're trying so hard to save your sister. And maybe I'm not as tough as that Kanan girl, but I'll stick with you to the end, if you'll let me.
He tried his best to convey an optimism he didn't really feel.
And once we found her, and she's safe and sound, you can tell her you're sorry about what you said.
At long last, Hitomi cracked a smile. Hey, we're here.
Sega.
A short while later, the two arrived outside the Gigo building. They were a little early for their 3 o'clock meetup with Kanan. They decided that searching at random for the blue minivan was too risky. It could easily draw the attention of the man with the cane with foreign kidnappers. Getting information from Kanan seemed like the best next move.
Oh, hey. You've got a little rip in your top.
Hitomi glanced at her shoulder and saw the tear in the fabric. Oh, you're right. When did that happen, I wonder? It's a snake, and that's not like while we were running, I guess.
We've got some time before Oh, I see. Before
Yep.
Kanan gets here. Do you want to buy some new clothes? I see where this is going.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
We'll stick out if we just stand around here waiting. May as well head inside until it's time.
Since many celebrities did their shopping at Gigo, there were back entrances for times when the place was crowded. Everyone who frequented the old shopping district knew about them, including Archie and Hitomi. In a pinch, one of those back entrances could be an escape route. With this in mind, the two headed inside. Shibuya Gigo was an entertainment complex featuring a video arcade and fashion shops. At the time of this story, Gigo includes not only a fashion mall, but various amusements on its different levels. The second floor features all ages fun, with rides, games, and sticker machines, while the third floor sports the latest arcade games for the core gamer. There's also a food court that offers things such as crepes and loaded takoyaki octopus dough balls. The ground floor and 2 basement levels of the building are designed as an amusement area outfitted with skee ball, claw cranes, fighting games, and the like. The second floor held a mix of photo booths and ladies' boy shops. On the third floor were specialty fashion boutiques. On the fourth were restaurants. Archie and Hitomi took the escalator to the second floor. Hitomi started heading for the shops, but Archie stopped her.
Hey, wait up!
What's the matter?
A dude hanging around a woman's clothing store is gonna stand out. I'll wait for you here.
Alright.
God. There seemed to be nobody but female
Here we
customers
go.
around. If the man with the cane of the kidnappers appeared, Archie figured, who would spot them right away? It should be safe for Hitomi to shop on her own for a short while.
Here we go!
Alright, I'll try to make this quick. She began to head out onto the sales floor. Phew! A seedy-looking man poked out from beneath the door of a photo booth right at Tony's feet.
Oh dear.
That was a close one, wasn't it, Tama? I thought I was dead meat for sure. His tone was oddly cheerful, considering what he was saying.
Who's this guy? You know him?
No, I don't. The sketchy fellow gave her an ingratiating look. Come on, Tama, don't be like that. Hitomi took an anxious step back.
Hey man, knock it off!
Archie dragged the guy up to his feet. Okay, no need to get all testy. Also, Amy Rose spotted.
No fear, Amy Rose is here.
Thanks, all.
Who is this guy, Tama? He your boyfriend?
Boyfriend. No,
No,
it's
it's
nothing
not
like that.
It's bashful,
No.
Archie. I think this is probably, like,
It's the funniest one for sure.
yeah,
Just go whole.
is what he was about to say, but he told me to spoke up first. No, he's not. What? So you're not her boyfriend? The guy flashed a broad grin. Hey! Oh, no, that's you.
Hey, listen, you creep. Who the hell are you?
Oh, me? Man's face suddenly blanched. Oh, crap! Tom, I'll hold onto this for a bit, will you? The reader shoved a worn-out magazine into Tommy's hands, then bolted off in a panic.
The heck was that all about?
Yeah, I wonder why he ran off like that. Ashi and Tomi stared at one another.
Well, anyway, there are a lot of nut jobs out there, so just be careful, yeah?
Okay, if anything happens, I'll give you a shout. Tomi flashed him an impish smile, scampered off onto the sales floor. As he watched her go, Achi muttered to himself.
Damn it. Why does she have to be so cute? Angry boy!
He's so angry.
Yeah. 5 minutes or more passed as Achi waited for Tomi. He stood by the escalator, almost as if he were keeping guard. Female shoppers began to give him icy stares, eating somewhere he probably shouldn't.
This sucks. Come on, Atomi. Hurry up and get back here.
The longer he waited, the more uncomfortable he felt. How long was she going to take? Then he happened to turn around and see Atomi riding the escalator up.
It's
Looked like she
Atomi!
had indeed bought some new clothes.
She
Oh
bought
my
new clothes!
god!
It's Atomi buying new clothes!
You know she has a twin!
Yeah, but she's kidnapped! Hey, Hitomi! And we engineered the situation where this would happen.
Yeah. She didn't seem to hear him. I feel like we
think
should
B
probably...
changes the timeline, right?
Yeah, because I think he doesn't go after her in that.
He just shouted at her, and then she died.
And then she died, which is bad. So, like, if he ends up with...
Look, we just have to hope that nothing bad happens to Hitomi in this moment.
Yeah, he decided to go after her. Had she forgotten where he was waiting for her? She stayed on the escalator, heading up toward the top floor. Achi followed her. By the time he reached the top, she was out of sight. God damn it. This is the restaurant floor, so it's more open than the other levels. A floor designated solely for eateries. Typically, this is the topmost floor of a mall building like Gigo. Those who head up here during morning hours will likely find the place deserted. Gigo's restaurant floor features a variety of different cuisines, including Chinese, Italian, creative Japanese food, sushi, tempura, and other delicacies from around the world. He hurriedly began to look around. As he wandered, he bumped into a man talking on his cell phone.
Sorry. My bad. Sorry. My bad.
Achi held up a hand in apology, but the man was too engrossed in his conversation to notice.
No, you're not getting it. The lock was undone too.
The man startled Archie by suddenly shouting into his phone.
You need to consider the risk of it getting out.
What the fuck does that mean?
I have one idea. It's bad. It's a really scary one.
Whatever this guy was talking about, he sure was angry with whoever he was on the other end. Oh, okay, yeah.
Look, I'll figure out what to do with the minivan. You just handle things on your end. Minivan?
Archie's interest was piqued, but he needed to find Hitomi before he let anything distract him.
The Chinese restaurant.
As he scoured the 4th floor, he came across a Chinese buffet, noticed the large windows in its outer walls. You could see a lot of Shibuya through those windows. Maybe Hitomi had decided to look for the minivan from up here? One of the restaurant employees came rushing up as Archie headed inside. Echo, it's time for a restaurant employee.
Sir, I'm sorry.
She's
Oh,
sobbing!
fuck.
Cheery made her sob!
Sir, I'm really confused. We're not open to the public right now. Not at this moment. I mean.
The employee's voice was oddly subdued for some reason.
Oh, hang on, I gotta subdue this more.
Masai Takai, part-time staffer at Imabiki Chinese restaurant. Her boss chewed her out pretty bad for showing up at work with her nails manicured black. She was ordered to go to the restroom and scrub them clean, but no amount of nail polish remover was able to do the trick, so she's been dealing with her boss's wrath all day long.
Okay, so she's crying for a...
What the... What's up with this clip?
I don't know. Let's move on, I think. Why not?
Echo.
Oh, sorry. Well, you see, other customers eat all our food.
They
They ate all of it?
Looking around, Archie saw a chubby young woman camped out at a table by one of the windows. Set out before her was a veritable mountain of plates.
Jerry. Jerry.
Echo.
What I'm trying to say, sir, is we're closed for the rest of the day. Oh.
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 But I'm with her, actually.
Without waiting for a reply, he barged into the restaurant. He took a quick look around, but there was no sign of Hitomi. Before leaving, though, he figured he'd at least take a look out the windows. The huge glass panes looked out onto Dogenzaka. He had a decent view of the roads, but he didn't spot a blue minivan. Archie dropped his gaze to the sidewalk outside the building.
It's foreign dudes! Oh.
He let out a tiny gasp. Even from 4 stories up, there was no mistaking what he saw. A group of black-clad foreign men gathered outside the building. Had they figured out that he and Hitomi were inside? He needed to find her, and fast. He raced out of the restaurant, alert for trouble. Keep out. Alright.
I don't think we changed anything about... I'm unsure if we changed anything about Maria's fate today.
Yeah, we'll check the time chart, but I think it's just gonna be bad end still.
Yeah, she's probably still on the bad end. Well, there's other characters.
Oh, no, it seems like... Right.
Something changed, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe if we make Maria not hang out with Yanagashita and instead go to where she was going to go buy new clothes? Maybe she does that?
Maybe.
Well, do we want to do that, or we should do another character, I think.
Let's do another character.
Which do you want to go for?
I don't do it from here, I think.
Let's... Oh, yeah.
It's better to do it from the...
I think we should do
So-
Osawa, personally.
Yeah, let's do a solid. Let's have some time with Echo's favorite character.
Yeah. Let's do it.
What? I do not want others intruding into my domain. Accordingly, I do not intrude on others. That is how I've lived my life. That is how I've forged my sense of calm. But something has begun to drive me mad. The boundaries between myself and others are starting to collapse. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I will become something other than myself. And that is one thing I fear I could never bear.
What happened?
Because remember Tanaka had the bug on him?
Oh yeah!
And so Kajiwara went after him. Anyway, this is you, Echo. This is Columbo.
Oh no, you don't.
Kajiwara tackled Tanaka as he strode toward the door. The two men collapsed in a heap in the front of the entryway. This is you, Sol.
Hey! What are you doing?
Echo.
Hey, hold
No,
still.
no, you're... Yeah.
Kajiwara
I
ran his bug
corrected.
tracker over Tanaka's body. It began beeping loudly.
Aha!
Kajiwara pulled off Tanaka's necktie clip.
It's a listening device.
I love how they call it that every single time. Tanaka's face went pale.
Where did you get this?
Well...
Tanaka trailed off into silence. I gave it to him.
I gave it to him.
Oh, that's you, yeah. It was I, which appeared on the second floor landing. You were listening in? Saul asked brokenly.
Ma'am. Would you mind explaining this?
For once, he seemed deadly serious.
Right, because she had one, the receiver, because she had a bug too.
Yeah, yeah.
I was barely able to hear a thing. That's what I get for going with something so cheap.
I held out a dangling earpiece. I think that's Kajiwara. Where did you get that?
Earlier.
No,
Oh,
that's...
wait, no, yeah. When and where did you get that?
Earlier today, when I left to do some shopping.
And why did you plant a listening device on Mr. Tanaka?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, okay, so he didn't know that it was a bug.
Why would you
Maybe.
do this, Mrs. Osawa?
He was trembling.
You were outside, emailing someone earlier, weren't you, Mr. Tanaka? I saw you from the window.
Emailing?
He hates email.
He hates email.
Kajiwara looked into Tanaka's face. I nodded.
He came back in the house shortly afterward, and I asked him where he'd gone. And what do you think he said?
She was practically gloating, playing to her little audience. She began stalking down the stairs. She's so fucking much.
He said he'd gone in to check on something at the lab. Despite the fact that he was out in the yard there, fiddling with his phone the whole time. So I figured, if I bugged him, he might show his true colors, and...
Enough.
That's Osawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Sawa cut his wife off. Tanaka had been emailing Tomi, of course, but he couldn't reveal that now.
I think I get what happened here.
He folded his arms.
Your wife thought that Mr. Tanaka was in contact with the kidnappers. And so she planted a listening device on him.
The detective peered at Tanaka.
Who were you emailing, sir?
Yes, that's right. Show us your phone, Mr. Tanaka. Let's see what you were really up to. Uh-oh. Or is there some reason you don't want to show us?
Sawa started to panic.
He's
If the police
losing
checked
it.
that cell phone, they'd find the emails from Tomi. And if the kidnappers somehow found out about that, Maria's life would be in danger. Well, not really, but...
Well, he doesn't know that.
yeah. But I was still relentlessly advancing on Tanaka. Stop this!
Darling?
She turned to him in surprise. Tanaka was sending emails on my behalf. I asked him to do it.
And just who was he emailing?
It was... I need to think of a lie. Pause. It was me?
It was me.
It has to be-
It was Pretty Honey.
It has to be someone from work.
That's the only one that's the correct answer, but I think that makes this like either these are really easy bad ends or it doesn't matter. So I do want to avoid B is the thing.
It was Pretty Honey. The room went silent. No, that's Columbo.
Yeah.
Oh. Pretty... Wait, what did you say?
Honey, Osawa replied meekly. This is Columbo again.
Columbo's so good.
My apologies, I didn't quite catch that. One more time?
Pretty Honey. So his voice was scarcely audible.
Pretty
Honey?
Oh, sorry.
Who's that?
Osawa felt his cheeks burning. All the names he might have chose. Why had he picked that one?
Who is it, sir?
He regarded Osawa's face keenly. Personal associate of mine. He wouldn't know them.
But why ask Tanaka to send the messages? Don't you have a computer in your study? Couldn't you have sent the emails yourself?
My computer was having problems sending email. I'm not sure what the issue was. Look, the point is there's no reason to worry about Tanaka's emails. Now, I assume we're done here. I need Tanaka to run some errands for me. With that, Osawa opened the front door. Tanaka gave him a quick bow and headed out the door.
I guess he gets away with it. Hey, wait!
Just calm down. There's no way he's connected to the kidnappers. Can't you see that? His voice cracked, and he shuddered in a sudden rush of emotion.
There, sir. She's just deeply worried about your daughter.
Me when I lie.
I turned around and marched back upstairs.
But still,
Ugh.
if she is that worried, giving a tie clip as a gift seems a bit.
Clothing accessory meant to hold one's necktie in place. In the old days, they were a quintessential part of the salaryman's outfit, along with cufflinks and the company badge. Recently, tie clips have come back into vogue with some older men, now more frequently referred to as tie bars. What?
Tie bars, yeah.
Huh. Kajiwara's muttered and trailed
Sure.
off. What do you mean? Let's see.
Nothing. Not important.
The detective waved a hand dismissively, but there had been a definite note of suspicion in his voice.
Well, back to work.
Kajiwara headed back into the living room.
I think it's really cool that Kajiwara just got to go Ultra Instinct for like one scene and now is back to not being that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asara returned to
He-
his
he-
study and sat
he-
on his computer.
He's back on standby mode.
Yeah. He's charging up. He had no desire to be in the presence of the detectives who now crowded his living room. The Aya Kamiki fan farm for people 40 and over was still open on his monitor. He reloaded the page and saw that his earlier thread had gotten a reply. It was from Pretty Honey, a regular contributor to Simon's threads. Oh my god! Username was someone who posted regularly on the Ayakamiki fan forum. Seems to know a lot about agriculture and the police, as evidenced by statements such as, if the world were a farm with 100 people, as well as a tendency to post to another site called the 87th Precinct Telecommunity. Incidentally, Shinya Kano's girlfriend Rumi also posts to the 87th Precinct Telecommunity from time to time. She has had several massive arguments with Pretty Honey there, with the latter criticizing the police for not doing their job, while Rumi insists the police work is very difficult and deserves more credit.
Dad!
Wait!
Oh my fucking
Oh my god, you're right.
The
Oh my god,
death-
you're right. It's fucking
the-
Rumi's dad.
It's Rumi's dad, and Rumi's dad and Rumi fucking argue about the police online.
Oh my god.
This game rules.
Oh, that's a jump point.
That's a jump point. That's good to know for Kano later.
It was from Pretty Honey, a regular contributor to Trosawa's threads. I'm opposed to the idea of Ayakamiki expanding
No, wait,
into
I guess
America.
I should do this.
Okay.
I'm opposed to the idea of Ayakamiki expanding to America.
Can you do a noise for that emoticon?
Ugh! She should be able to enjoy the success she's earned in Japan without having to struggle overseas. Aya has done so much for us. I'd like her to keep supporting Japan forever. Woo!
The message was festooned with the sort of emoticons that a young girl might use. Pretty. Oh god. Why would a 19-year-old female college student know about agriculture and the police? Thank you, Choking Feeds. First time chat. I'm going to ban you now. Distributors. Though the community was meant for Ayakamiki fans 40 and over, the settings allowed anyone to post there. The only young woman among the members, however, was Pretty Honey. Oh my god! The thread continued.
By the way, have you tried the Aya fortune teller yet? There's a link below.
Fortune telling? Fortune telling, huh? The practice of determining a person's future luck or life events using cards, horoscopes, and or other methods of divination. Most people believe such prognostication when it foretells something good, and don't believe when the outlook is bad. That's about as much faith in fortune telling as someone should have.
I'm so excited.
What the?
Yes! Yes!
Mega lucky.
Oh, I knew this video would be good!
Why did that? What is this? Why is this the example video? Why is this the example video for fortune telling as a concept?
Well, it's like, okay, I need to know, I want to know, and then you click this, and it's go. Mega lucky! And you're like, yeah, I'm mega lucky today, woo!
Sawa stared. Should he ask whether Maria was safe? He gave him a good answer, he'd believe it. If it were a bad answer, he wouldn't. It might be worth a shot, just the peace of mind it would bring. Click the link, and the Aya fortune teller page came up. It asked you to enter your birth date and sex, and then Aya Kamiki would offer her advice. Osawa followed the instructions, entering his date of birth, selecting male, and then clicking next. A few seconds later, his fortune was displayed.
You're fucked.
You're a very work-minded person.
Oh dear.
He'd hoped for some insight on Maria, but instead it was just a write-up about his personality. You'd never be able to get by without the devoted support of those around you, but you probably don't realize that, do you? It's a big mistake to think you can get through all of life's challenges on your own. There's nothing cool about being ignorant. If you don't get over your indifference to the world might start to harbor quite a grudge. Find a way to connect more deeply with the people around you and start living a better life before it's too late.
Just accidentally eviscerating his ass.
Yeah. Just do that, and you're sure to have a wonderful future ahead. Famous people who got your result. Shinosuke Orai. Head of the Wandering Angel Theater Troupe. He has an interview appointment with Minoru Norikawa at 2:30 this afternoon.
I love that one's not a jump, but I guess it doesn't need to be.
Osawa couldn't help but feel that the advice was painfully appropriate. He went back to the forum and replied to Pretty Honey. Nice to hear from you again, Pretty Honey. I definitely know how you feel about Aya Miki being ours. Still, I'm confident she's got what it takes to persevere and succeed in America. And if she does fail, well, all of us in Japan will be here to welcome her back all the same. Guess this voyage to America I've concocted just has me a little worked up. Oh! Osawa clicked post and leaned back in his chair. Hang on, I just love Osawa clicked post and leaned back in his chair. Yeah.
Just like us for real.
Just
though.
like us for real. He understands. He clicks post and then he leans back in his chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is probably Kajiwara.
Mr. Osawa! Mr. Osawa!
Here's Kajiwara shouting from outside the door.
First the toilet, then lunch.
Oh no, this is Osawa.
What?
What's the toilet?
Oh, okay.
And the lunch. What is it now?
There's been a development in the case.
There has?
Please join us in the living room. We have important matters to discuss.
Kajiwara had his detective face on.
Right, the fucking eye fucking sitting on one end of the desk really mad at him and the other desk normal.
I was
Depressed.
When Osawa
wet.
entered the living room, I was already there, looking stern and solemn. Columbo.
Now that you're both here, allow me to share what we know.
Echo?
We've identified a location that appears to be the Syndicate's hideout.
You have? What about Maria? Is she there?
We still haven't been able to ascertain whether your daughter is safe.
Well, then what were these important matters you need to discuss? Osawa felt a wave of anxiety rush through him.
The hideout in question is a condominium in Hiru,
Of the hero.
and it's owned by
By whom?
Mr. Osawa. Please calm down.
Tell me. Go on. Out with it. Kazuhiro took a deep breath.
The residence is owned by Mamoru Tanaka.
Wait, what?
Yeah, cause
Mamoru.
remember the what Aichi overheard and what he did to Maria
Yeah,
in
I
the
guess
Gigo
so.
building.
Well, I guess I didn't realize. I didn't know if that was Tanaka for sure or not. But
Yeah,
I guess it
I
is.
also wasn't sure, but then after this scene happened, I was like, yeah, that was Tanaka,
Yeah.
actually.
So I was speechless. He couldn't process what he was hearing. Tanaka?
Lies! Just what are you implying? That Mr. Tanaka is the kidnapper? Where's your proof?
With all due respect, ma'am, weren't you suspicious of Mr. Tanaka yourself?
Well, I suppose, but
You did go so far as to stick a listening device on him.
Flustered, I withdrew into a vacant silence. Oh shit. Telephone. The sudden ringing of the phone startled everyone in the room. Was that Tanaka? No, it couldn't be. There was no way. The phone was wiretapped. The detective wearing the headset nodded to Kajiwara, who in turn motioned for Osawa to pick it up. Hello? He said cautiously. Hello. Is this the home of Maria Osawa? His voice was not Tanaka's. Osawa didn't recognize it, but the veil of despair that hung before him thinned slightly. I have no idea who this is.
I don't think it's anyone.
Is this the home of Hitomi Osawa? This time, the man on the phone used Hitomi's name instead. Yes, that's right. What? As Osawa stood there, dumbstruck, Kajiwara gently took the receiver and hung up the phone. One of the detectives addressed Kajiwara. He traced the source of the call to his cell phone. Also, he pinpointed the base station used. Informed Director Kuze so he can prepare a team, just in case. Just in case? What do you mean by that? Kajiwara frowned slightly. This is probably Kajiwara.
Just because this is a kidnapping case doesn't mean that every phone call comes from the kidnapper. We'll look into it, of course, but...
Yeah, that was a really weird phone call.
And it was an extremely weird phone call that they definitely are correct to look into. But they can't just, like, bust down someone's door for calling you and giving you a weird phone call.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Besides, right now, confirming Mr. Tanaka's whereabouts takes priority. Don't you agree?
Sawa nodded.
Someone
call.
should call him.
Right.
I'll do it!
I got out his cell phone and dialed up Tanaka.
Where was Mr. Tanaka headed?
Oh no. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
He eyed Osawa keenly.
Osawa, you gotta tell the truth. You can't lie.
I don't actually know. Even leaving out the part about Hitomi, that was still the truth. If Tanaka was behind the kidnapping, Osawa knew he ought to tell the police about the blue minivan and the emails from his daughter. But part of him still trusted Tanaka deep down. He couldn't bring himself to reveal it all.
We have investigators en route to Tanaka's condominium. Let's wait for them to report in.
That's the same thing as before.
Yeah,
But it's
it was
definitely a
Yep.
new message.
odd. Weird.
Weird. Whoops.
Yep, this is definitely the same thing again.
Weird.
On the far side of the room, I was squawking in frustration. Despite several attempts, she hadn't been able to get through to Tanaka. Kajiwara's phone rang, and he pulled it from his pocket. So many phone calls. This
is another time
Oh.
that Kajiwara is getting a call from Kano.
Mm-hmm.
Kano?
Really?
Yeah, sorry. Ugh.
Bosco!
Bosco's not even in my room. He's not responsible for every problem I have.
What's going on?
He hid into one corner as he spoke into the receiver.
I suppose that'd be alright. What for, though?
After a few more quiet words, Kajiwara held his phone out to Osawa.
One of the investigators on the scene would like to speak to you.
Frowning in confusion, Osawa took hold of the phone. Osawa speaking. Can I help you? This is Detective Kano from the Shibuya precinct. Time is critical, so I need to just cut to the chase here. There was a pause as the speaker took a deep breath before continuing. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter, Hitomi? What?
Huh.
Hey,
Huh?
look, I need you to think real fast about a question I'm about to ask you. Hey, what the fuck is Kano doing right now?
We gotta go to Kano after this. Midori
We gotta
Kawa
go
is
to
like,
Kano.
Midori Kawa is like no stakes at all. Like, he's fucking doing whatever. This is like, so much shit. Like, these other plots are so tied together.
It's so funny also that Kano is no stakes at all when he's like going to the fucking foreign criminal syndicate and shit.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like this all been like fucking nothing because all of his things end on, and then he wastes like 5 hours fucking like doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. What? Sawa was so startled that his voice caught in his throat. What are you talking about? The antiviral research was top secret. So how did some detective from the Shibuya precinct know about it?
Jump.
2 jumps
How
in
did
this
he
point.
know about it? That's a great question.
Osawa was bewildered. I'm the one asking the questions here, Mr. Osawa. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter, Hitomi? I'm not sure I understand the question.
Oh my god.
I know what the syndicate is really after, Mr. Osawa. Osawa's mind went blank when he heard what Kana said next. He could give no reply. Mr. Osawa? The detective continued after a moment. Is everything alright? Without really thinking, Osawa hung up.
Osawa, you're so bad at this.
Osawa's losing it. Osawa's losing it more than anything else.
They were after the virus? Did he mean the UA virus kept in the lab? Wait, hold on. The detective had to be wrong about that. The kidnappers must have the UA virus already. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to do what I did to Hitomi.
Hey, what?
Do not look away. These are your crimes. At last, Osawa understood what those emails from A were all about. They were a preview of the tragedy that was yet to unfold. The kidnappers probably meant to start the main event soon. It might already be too late to stop them.
Mr. Osawa? Are you all right?
The detective gazed with concern into Osawa's ashen face. Bracing himself, Osawa spoke up, his voice hoarse and dry. A killer virus is about to be unleashed in Tokyo. And I know who's responsible. It's me. Sudden confession caused the detectives on site to stir like a hornet nest. Please, arrest him. Feeling the weight of
Osawa?
his crimes crushing down on him,
Osawa,
Osawa
this
dropped his
isn't
gaze
gonna
to the
help.
floor. He held out both his wrists.
Osawa, you need to explain more.
I'll tell you everything down at the station. Anything you need to know. God,
What?
I love this shot. Like, this is really good. I saw imagined bodies dropping left and right. There were limits to what might be cured by the small stockpile of antivirals the lab currently contained. If they were unable to quarantine the infected in time, in Shibuya, no, all of Japan might be engulfed in a pandemic that the drug could never stop. A massive outbreak of a particular infection on a regional or global scale. In 14th century Europe, a massive cholera outbreak is said to have killed two-thirds of the population, and the Spanish flu outbreak in the early 20th century killed at least 25 million people worldwide. Given modern advances in transportation, some researchers are of the opinion that the global risk of a pandemic is higher than ever before.
It sure is!
Help!
It sure is!
He could only hope that his complying with the authorities might help stop the spread of the infection before it was too late. This is a bad end?
This is the bad end music, but it could also just be like...
It's bad. What?
Ooh!
Whoa!
Huh?
Well, he got blown up by a nuke,
He's
I
so
guess.
guilty! Hey, why does Kano know this shit?
Let's go to Kano time. Let's find out what the
Nora
fuck
Khan,
is happening.
don't give a fuck about you right now. Your laptop's broken. That's too bad. Who cares?
Kanan? Kano wondered. What's Kanan? The stench of blood hung heavy in the basement bar. Stanley was silent, staring at the criminal's corpse. Hey, do you know anything about this? Still, Stanley gave no response. The silent treatment again, huh? The American glanced at him gravely.
In all likelihood, the one who did this was acting alone.
Alone? Against this many other people? Who on earth?
There's no need for you to know.
What the crap? He grabbed Stanley by the collar. If there's someone involved in this case who's capable of something like this, I need to know about it. How am I supposed to do my job if you keep me in the dark? Stanley remained stone-faced. Look, I'm not afraid of the risks. And I'll be a lot more effective if you at least fill me in on the basics here.
The more you know, the sooner you'll wind up dead.
Kano tightened his grip. But it's okay if I wind up dead while I'm still in the dark, huh?
Fine. I'll answer your first question.
He brushed Kano's arm aside.
Kanan is the name of a covert operative from the Middle East. I believe she's the one who killed these people here.
In simple terms, a type of spy that infiltrates hostile territory to carry out various clandestine activities. The Middle East? A covert operative? Connor hadn't expected spycraft to be involved in this.
Yes, she's an assassin and cryptanalysis specialist. Do you recall the mass jailbreak from Abu Ghraib prison a while back? Kanan was the one who provided the intel the escapees used to get out.
Prison in Iraq, west of Baghdad. Under the Hussein government, it was an internment facility for political prisoners. But following the Iraq War, it was used by the US Army to house prisoners of war. In April of 2004, photographs of detainees being tortured by US soldiers were released, causing a massive scandal. President Bush later made the decision to have the facility demolished.
Canaan sounds based.
No! Oh, Kanan sounds based. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Tana was at a loss for words. The case was suddenly starting to seem a whole lot more sinister. Whoever this Kanan was, she'd apparently killed nearly a dozen people with only a knife. She was clearly no one to trifle with. So what kind of individual were they dealing with here? You could scarcely imagine. Once again, Kana surveyed the crime scene. Each of the murdered criminals had had his throat slit. From the look of the deep, clean cuts, the killer hadn't hesitated in the slightest. Okay, so then what connection does this Kanan have with the mastermind behind this kidnapping? If Kanan killed all of the foreign syndicate members in this bar, that means she and the person behind the kidnapping were enemies? Or perhaps she and the kidnapper were working in concert, and carried out these slayings as part of some plan, to get rid of some loose ends.
His brain's going everywhere. I gotta respect a little bit. I believe I said I'd answer one question.
Turning away, Stanley picked up a file for talking to my table. Why am I so yawning today? Apparently he wasn't in the sharing mood. Realizing that further questions would be pointless, Connor peered sidelong at the file as Stanley opened it. Inside was a detailed map of Shibuya. There were various routes marked with arrows and times. That's the plan for the ransom relay. Connor was so excited that he blurted his thoughts out loud. It appeared that the ultimate goal for the ransom was a condominium. The address and the time, 2:20, were written in red ink. Connor put in an immediate call to the investigation task force to relay this information. Oh, yeah.
Well, there we go.
Final destination is Ground Hill 405 and Hiro 534, Shibuya. Oh, that's another, yeah.
Alright, we'll look into who owns the condo in question. You and Stanley head over there now. I'm sending backup to go in with you. You have authorization to apprehend the subject.
Finally hearing the order that he'd so long been waiting for, Connor felt the spark of determination flare inside him. Alright, let's go, he said, some of his excitement slipping into his voice. Stanley, still solemn, closed the file, followed him out of the bar. Stanley drove along the Inokashira Dori toward Hiro, where the finish line for the ransom relay was located. His demeanor was cold and brooding, in sharp contrast with Kano's gung-ho readiness. He seemed lost in some deep and cheerless thought. Kusei's voice came in over the wireless as the car came out onto Meiji Dori. We've identified the owner of the condominium.
We've identified the owner of the condominium.
Oh, no, yeah, that's... Kano held his breath in anticipation. The name Kusei spoke caught him by surprise. Entirely. Okay, well now we have to go... Well, we know...
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy solving this one. Let's break that shit right away, I think.
Yeah. Tear that band-aid off.
It's Mamoru Tanaka. He's a colleague of Kenji Osawa.
What? Kana squawked. This was an unexpected twist. That's true.
Kajiwara confirms that Tanaka left the Osawa residence just after 1400 hours. No word on his movement since then. It's possible he headed to his private condo, where the attaché case is slated to end up. Any officer who runs across Tanaka is to apprehend him on sight.
Kuze, cut the connection. This mastermind you've been chasing, is it Tanaka? Stanley didn't reply. Huh, never mind. I just wish I could know if Tadano was safe.
Still worried about that traitor, huh?
So Stanley could ignore all of his questions, but still remember to make snide remarks.
Stanley rules.
Talking about Tadano is the only thing that gets a reaction out of it, isn't it? What, Eka?
I don't think Stanley rules.
No, he kind of sucks.
He does kind of suck.
What makes you so certain he can't be a traitor?
Tadano just isn't like that.
That's not an answer.
Alright. I've watched the man work for years. I know him. He has no reason to betray the Force.
You've watched him work, huh? What about his private life, then? You know all about that, too? He hasn't had any money trouble or anything like that?
Kind of felt his blood starting to boil.
Kano Angie moment.
I don't care what you think. I trust Detective Tadano.
Trust him? On what basis?
Oh my god, do you think that's why Tadano and the guys are trying to kill Hitomi because she has the antiviral drug in/on her?
I don't know what's going on with that, but it does seem like Osawa confirmed that Hitomi has the antiviral drug inside her for some reason.
Yeah.
And he knew this.
Yeah. I don't need any basis to have faith in someone.
Without any basis in fact, it's just plain sentimentality. There's no reason or logic to it.
Thin smile came to his face.
Be they friends or family, you can never really know other people. Have you read Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality? The only person you can trust is yourself.
Shut up. Kind had no response to such an emotionless statement. He looked away. He and Stanley were just plain incompatible. Yeah, I mean, he is kind of a clown. Seems like no amount of talking would let them get through to one another.
Never take anything at face value, Kano. You start trusting too much, you're basically as good as dead.
Kano just stared out the window. The Shibuya precinct came into view. Tanaka's condo wasn't much further now. They were outside of Tanaka's condo now.
Over there.
Across the street was one of the foreign syndicate members, walking briskly, the attaché case clutched at his side. I'm making the arrest.
Kano, wait!
Kano heard him loud and clear, but he had no intention of stopping. He approached the criminal at full speed, and then leapt to tackle him around the waist. The two men fell to the pavement in a tangled heap. Collision sent the attaché case flying. Kano's eyes tracked the case for a moment too long. He was caught off guard when the man threw a punch at him. The blow caught him right in the jaw, snapping his head back.
Kano.
For a moment, Kano saw stars. As he shook out the impact, the man sprang to his feet and sprinted away in the direction of Stanley's car. Stanley!
Grab him. The case is important.
Yeah,
it's just money. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares about the case?
Okay.
Grab that guy. Who cares?
Grab him. Stanley ignored the man. Instead, would...
Yeah, that's what I wanted to happen.
Oh, come on. Really? Kano had no choice but to pursue the perp himself. He hadn't come this far just to let the crooks get away
Kano
now.
doesn't understand.
Yeah. Suddenly, the fleeing man skidded to a stop. Several cars had pulled across the road ahead, and the detectives were pouring out of them. His escape was cut off. The criminal resigned himself to capture. While Kano helped make the arrest, several of the other detectives broke into Tanaka's condo. It's Alan Moore?
Oh, that guy did kind of look Alan Moore-ish,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stanley, meanwhile, was carefully inspecting the exterior of the attaché case. Give me 1 second. He'd already opened it. It was stuffed with bundles of banknotes. The 50 million yen ransom was back. 50 million yen ransom was back in police hands.
This is a decoy. I wonder where.
His words trailed off. Kano had heard them. What did you expect? Samples of that new drug in there? As usual, Stanley gave no reply. The look on his face, however, told Kano he'd been right on the mark. Some of the backup
Wait,
team
did we
emerged
miss
from Kano's
the
condo.
line where Kano already knew about the drug?
No, Kano had been told about the drug, but doesn't know, like, the exact details on it because, Stanley talked
Oh,
about it.
right,
To, like...
yeah. Now I remember.
Some of the backup team emerged from Tanaka's condo. Kano turned to them, feeling a sudden urge of anxiety for Maria. What's the situation in there? Yeah, Kano's call is in a bit. They told him
I just forgot that Kano knew about the drug at all at this point.
They told him that they'd found no one in Tanaka's rooms, so the hostage's status remained unknown, and the main culprit had evaded capture. The case hadn't been solved. In fact, it was still unfolding in the worst way conceivable. And still, Stanley remained focused on the attaché case, pondering it with a thoughtful expression. Look, I'm going to request that I be returned to my normal duties. Maria still needs to be rescued, and I still need to find out what happened to Hitomi and Detective Tadika. For once, Stanley actually responded.
Hitomi?
Oh my god, this music!
Yes! That's it! It makes perfect sense that they'd have her carry it.
Huh? What do you mean?
This whole attaché case relay was a fake-out!
Whoa, slow down. Kano said, wishing he could calm himself with his words. Explain what you're talking about.
Somehow, the kidnappers made contact with Kenji Osawa and got him to have Hitomi carry the drug, separate from the ransom.
Wait. You're saying they had Hitomi bring them the drug? Oh my god. Is that why she's trying to go to the minivan?
That's why they want her to go to minivan!
Yeah. Stanley nodded.
The case handoffs were a sort of camouflage, a way to keep the police distracted from the real goal.
Kano nodded. It had indeed felt like the case relay was a decoy, an attempt to buy time. And the syndicate were after something else entirely. That would explain why so many of their actions had appeared to make no sense. So, what sort of drug is this? Why would they go to such lengths to get their hands on it?
Hoo boy! It's an antiviral.
Stanley replied after some hesitation.
A way to cure people infected with a very particular virus.
What virus are we talking about?
It's called UA.
Kano had never heard of it. Still, he could imagine the possibilities. Suppose this UA was something like the Ebola virus. Yep. Discovered in Sudan in 1976. Infection causes Ebola hemorrhagic fever, resulting in a high fever and massive bleeding throughout the body. At present, there is no vaccine to prevent infection, nor any drugs to cure the disease after it manifests. Or perhaps HIV. Yep. Human immunodeficiency virus. HIV destroys the cells that are essential for regulating cell-mediated immunity, considerably reducing immune response. This effect can result in infections that would ordinarily be fought off easily, developing into serious illnesses. There are various treatments, but as of yet, nothing that will eradicate the virus completely. Even the old familiar influenza, yup!
He's just thinking about what are diseases I know.
Yeah, an infectious disease caused by the influenza virus. Symptoms are similar to that of the common cold, but are much more severe, occasionally resulting in death. There are three main types of the virus: A, B, and C, with A and B causing the typical run of the illness in humans. Neuraminidase is recommended as an effective inhibitor, but merely alleviates the symptoms, and is not a complete cure. There are medicines that could treat all of these diseases, but nothing that could cure them completely. Any drug that could do that would be worth vast sums of money.
Kano, do you have any means of getting in touch with Mr. Osawa?
Yes, I know one of the detectives stationed at his home.
Check in with him ASAP. Find out whether or not he gave the antiviral to Hitomi.
Kano suppressed a scowl. Looked like he wasn't done assisting Stanley yet. He got out his cell phone and dialed up Kajiwara.
Alright, now the question is...
Can we do something to make it so he doesn't die?
Is this a point that makes Osawa not go into, like, hell mode? Or is this an incidental thing that we have to fix elsewhere?
Yeah. Kajiwara picked up promptly. This is Echo.
Oh. Hello? What's going on?
Can I speak with Mr. Osawa?
I suppose that'd be alright. What for, though?
There's something I need him to confirm for me. It's an emergency.
Alright. Just to make sure not to tell him anything about the investigation.
Sure thing. After a while, a man's hoarse voice came over the line. Horseman's voice came over the line. Osawa speaking. Can I help you? This is Detective Kano from the Shibuya precinct. Time is critical, so I need to just cut to the chase here. Kano took a deep breath. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter, Tomi? Osawa let out a gasp.
Yeah, I think that something needs to change for Osawa somewhere that lets him break Kano out of this one.
Well, no, because we got the second keep out.
Yeah, but what I mean is that Osawa has a bad end, not a keep out.
Yeah, we have this jump here, but it's in a bad end.
Wait, we have a jump out of the bad end?
We have a jump right before the bad end.
Huh.
Yeah. Do we want to do that jump now?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
I guess so.
Either it'll just lead to the same bad end, or we'll, like, get something out of it.
What are you talking about?
Jump. It did break it.
Yeah. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter, Hitomi? Osawa let out a gasp. What are you talking about? I'm the one asking the questions here, Mr. Osawa. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter, Hitomi? I'm not sure I understand the question. Osawa's voice trembled as he spoke. Kano was sure he'd hit the nail right on the head. I know what the Syndicate is really after, Mr. Osawa.
Okay, so the thing that led to abandon was saying it's the virus, right? No, it's Hitomi.
He hung up.
No, which one of these things did he say before Osawa hung up?
I don't think he said it, like... I thought he just hung up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear what he said.
Hear what... Ah.
I mean, what do we think it is, chat? What's your opinions?
I mean, what
I
they're
think it's Hitomi.
really after in the like most immediate form is they want Hitomi so that they can get the virus.
Yeah, so they can have the antiviral, and... Yeah.
So it is they want your daughter, dude.
Yeah.
They want your other daughter.
It's Hitomi. Osawa remained silent.
Okay, well that doesn't help
Back.
because this will just lead to a bad end. Right
Will
now.
it?
Because
Mr. Osawa?
yeah, because he
Something
didn't get
alright?
keeped out yet. He's in a bad end. Okay, well,
Maybe this jump will be. Maybe... Do we want to try this jump?
I feel like jumping here and then jumping back as a solution to the bad end would be a shit that this game would pull.
There's no bad end here anymore, so...
Yeah. It jumps right back to the detective jump. I love this.
I do like when it has a forward and back kind of jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is he just gonna...
Oh, nope, this is different.
Ooh!
Osawa staggered out of the living room. He needed to be alone. To his surprise, Kajiwara didn't try to stop him.
Damn, I'm wrong.
Yeah, Soul was fucking wrong. Shutting his study door behind him, he dropped into his sofa and grabbed 3 times his normal dosage of stomach pills. Oh god.
Is that okay?
There's no water in the room, so he had to swallow them dry.
Okay, well that's not okay.
Detective Kano's words echoed in his mind. I know what the syndicate is really after, Mr. Musa. It's Hitomi. There was only one reason they could be after Hitomi. He broke out in a cold sweat as he began to understand what this kidnapping was really about. It had all started 6 days earlier.
6 days ago.
It was April 22nd. Osawa had just returned from the United States the day before. He was in the midst of some routine work at the General Research Lab when his cell phone rang. LCD display showed an unlisted caller. Some hesitation, Osawa picked up. His I love his white, his angelic white lab. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hello? Is
Is
this
this
Kenji
Kenji Osawa?
Caller was using a voice modulator. A type of device or software used to make one's voice sound different. Changing a voice to the point of making a voice print or tone analysis is impossible and presents a major challenge. To be able to do so in real time requires major financial and technological resources.
Not anymore, I think.
That's
yeah.
absolutely not true.
I
Not
wish
currently.
so bad that I could whip out a fucking Kylo Ren voice right now. Because that's one of the funniest voices I possible, I think, to just suddenly be.
Yeah.
Can I try just with my hand? Hang on.
I saw I raised an eyebrow. Yes?
Going to analyze Hitomi's blood.
Her blood?
If you don't, she's going to die.
With that, the caller hung up. There was an intensity behind this that made Osawa sure it wasn't just some prank call. He had Hitomi come into the lab ASAP. He told Hitomi he wanted a sample of her blood for an experiment. She agreed, suspecting nothing. She placed some of the blood he'd drawn onto a glass slide, then added some fluorescein, a type of fluorescent dye. a yellow-green liquid, a type of fluorescent dye. Chiefly used to prepare specimens for viewing under a fluorescent microscope, but it has other uses as well, such as a diagnostic reagent administered in eye exams. Its highest volume use is on St. Patrick's Day, when massive amounts of fluorescein are used to dye the Chicago River green. A type of dye that causes the dye substance to emit higher wavelength fluorescent light when illuminated with a certain other type of light. Such dyes can reveal fine details when used on specimens viewing through a fluorescent microscope. Placing the slide under a fluorescence microscope, he took a look. It can't be. Sawa could hardly believe his eyes. Wriggling under the microscope was the Grim Reaper's sickle itself. There was no mistaking it. Hitomi was infected with the UA virus. The UA virus. Trembling, Osawa hurried to his computer. He opened the UA virus folder on his monitor. Then were images showing the stages of the virus's propagation. He double-clicked to magnify the first image. The Reaper's sickles were interlocked with one another. Clicked on the next image. After further propagation, the UA virus looked less like a sickle, and more of a sort of insectoid larva.
I
Next
think
was
I'm
the
gonna
final
have real
image.
fun with this.
Interlocked into a single mass, the UA virus vaguely resembled the sinister, many-petaled sunflower. I don't think that's true. It took a mere 12 hours for the pathogen to develop to this point and begin its hideous destruction of the human body. Hitomi's infection sample was still in the state shown in the first image. There was still a chance to save her. Osawa sunk back in his chair, huddling in on himself. He had no choice. There was only one way to save Hitomi. He would have to administer the nearly completed antiviral. Using the antiviral without official approval was a grievous violation of company policy. Acting against company rules and regulations, Okoshi Pharmaceutical prohibits leaking work-related information to outsiders. In the case of a minor violation, not only can the violator be fined, but the company may also seek indemnities. Still, Osawa didn't have time to get the higher-ups to approve a clinical trial. He might be punished severely for it. This was his only option. His daughter's life was at stake. But there was also another, even bigger hurdle in his way. The antiviral drug was stored in the deepest recesses of the biochemical research building. A high-intensity X-ray scanner was set up at the entrance to the storage area. This made it impossible for him to take research materials out. The type of radiation, also referred to as Roentgen rays, hope I said that right, with a shorter wavelength than UV light, but a longer wavelength than gamma rays. Because X-rays can penetrate many objects with little absorption or scattering, they can be used to create images of internal structure. Hospitals, for example, use X-ray technology to examine the insides of patients' bodies, while security personnel use it to scan luggage at airports and to search for bombs. Well, if he couldn't get the antiviral out of there, he'd just have to bring Hitomi in. A course of action quickly took shape in his mind. First, he needed to slip out of the general research building. He would then head to the biochemical research facility and show his ID card to the guard at the front gate. Identification card! Many facilities that carry out highly classified research assign different
Oh
levels
my
of security
God.
clearance to individual researchers, and only those with suitable clearance, as indicated by their ID cards, are admitted to restricted areas. Development of more advanced technologies, such as electronic ID tags, are replacing older barcode-type entry cards. There's so many blue texts in this fucking sequence. That's like the 10th one. Oh god. 3D.
Yeah!
After passing through a lobby under the watchful gaze of several security cameras, he reached an elevator at the end of the hall that went directly into the storage section. This elevator required an ID card scan to operate. I guess so, though there was some FMV in the previous episode with Maria. Maria had an FMV moment.
Yeah, Marie taking off the thing was FMV.
Yeah. It would
The
take about
best
20 seconds to
FMV.
get down to the first basement level and arrive at the entrance to the storage area. Finding an excuse to get Hitomi that far ought to be doable. If the security guard got suspicious, Sawa could say it was for a top-secret hematology experiment, and the guard would probably believe him. The problem was what came after.
This rules.
Yeah.
We've seen this before.
Getting into the storage area itself required fingerprint authentication for both Osawa and Tanaka. This meant that he couldn't possibly get to the antivirus without Tanaka's cooperation. That's how Tanaka
and
knows.
That's why, and that's also why Tanaka, like, is so concerned about Hitomi right now.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that he's evil, it's because he was here to do this with her. So that's why she's trusting of him, because of that.
Yeah. Despite desperate with uncertainty, Osawa called up Tanaka. He frantically explained the situation. Oh, this is you.
Understood. We need to get her this drug as soon as possible.
If the company finds out about this, you'll be held accountable for violation of corporate policy along with... I'm sure you're okay with that.
What are you talking about? Hitomi's life is more important than company policy.
Tanaka spoke without hesitation. Osawa felt an immense surge of gratitude for his assistant, and this is also why he is not going to doubt Tanaka.
And I have to say, I'm deeply moved by your determination.
It's so fucking
Moved?
evil.
Whatever for.
You really are worried about Hitomi.
Osawa's gratitude faded. What are you talking about? Of course I am.
My apologies. It's just that putting your career on line for something so personal is...
It's what? It's not like me?
No. Well, yes. I'm sorry.
Now Tanaka's voice was colored with embarrassment. Just what sort of person do you think I am? Sarah resisted the urge to ask the question out loud.
Really interesting choice of words from Tanaka there.
Yeah, Tanaka definitely infected
evil.
infected Hitomi with the virus in the first place. Like, that's Tanaka
He
has
thought it wouldn't work.
Like, the thing is that Tanaka has access to the virus because he works in this lab, and also access to Hitomi because he's, like, lives at their house frequently. He's at their house frequently. They hang out.
And he also seems to have something going on with Osawa's wife, I feel.
Yeah. A short time later, Osawa and Tanaka stood before the door to the secure storage area. Man, Osawa's just having the worst fucking, like, week ever.
This is a whole... It's funny because we keep learning new ways in which everything's horrible for him right now.
Yeah. The security guard had let him in without the slightest suspicion. Osawa pressed his index finger to the fingerprint scanner first. Accepted.
Accepted.
He realized he'd been holding his breath as his authorization finally went through. Half a moment later, Tanaka touched his own finger to the scanner plate.
Accepted.
The lock released with an audible clang, and the heavy door opened. Osawa hurried to retrieve the antibiotic. As he picked up a small vial, he had a sudden realization. They were finally going to use the drug in a human test. His fatherly wish to cure Hitomi was overlaid by an intense rush of curiosity. The researcher's drive to discover his results. Hurry. I need to hurry. I need to administer the antiviral as soon as possible. Osawa could hardly fend off his excitement. Over the course of the next few hours following the injection, the UA virus would be eradicated from Hitomi's body. There had been some fever and cramping as temporary side effects, but the DDS had done a spectacular job of stomping out the virus.
I
Drug
guess...
delivery system.
Also known as smart drug delivery. The ability to target a specific region of the body with a specific drug has momentous implications for the future of medicine. DDS technology is currently being tested extensively around the world. This is also, like, we need to make sure we have the human testing done, but we need to be really sure it works. So that, because if the antiviral doesn't work, then they would be doing all of this for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. In saving his daughter's life, Osawa had proven the value of his research. If he had been asked which made him happier, he would have been hard-pressed to give an answer. Afterwards,
I'm glad that he fucking immediately goes back down a notch after the previous scene.
Afterwards, he asked Hitomi where she could have become infected, but she had no idea. He explained the need for secrecy, and strictly forbade her telling anyone else what had happened. Now, a week had passed since Osawa gave the drug to Hitomi. He'd been conducting checks and had discovered that the DDS had not broken down, but remained in Hitomi's bloodstream. Extracting the DDS is a simple matter, requiring just a small blood sample from around the nape of the neck. Oh my god! The DDS tends to linger in the nape of the neck because of the lymph nodes located there. These lymph nodes identify viruses that invade the body as foreign substances to be attacked, but they are not always able to overcome particularly powerful pathogens. In such cases, the virus propagates rapidly inside of them. Once the patient has been treated, the antiviral will seek out the virus and accumulate there as well. The DDS itself is simply the delivery system for the antiviral drug. Residual amounts of the antiviral itself stay behind in the cells. The materials used to create the DDS must, as a matter of course, cause minimal or no harm to the human body. Ideally, rather than accumulate inside the body, DDS substances should either be digested and absorbed or excreted. Because the antiviral must remain in the body for as long as the virus is active, however, a very careful balance must be struck between persistence and dissipation. That's like, what, the 20th blue text in this, like, whole thing?
Yeah, there's a lot of blue text right now. It's making sure you know what all the shit is.
Yeah, it's really an Osawa chapter. Using the DDS, it was possible to extract those minuscule amounts from cells in a blood sample. It might take considerable time, but a sufficiently detailed analysis could allow for the antiviral drug itself to be reconstructed. Osawa felt a chill as he contemplated the situation. The kidnappers had known how tough security was at the lab, so they'd come up with the idea of using a human vessel to get what they needed from within. By infecting Hitomi with the UA virus, it ensured that she'd receive the antiviral, that she'd have it in her blood.
It's all connecting! He's getting a brain blast!
Tanaka was working with the kidnappers. That explained why he'd been so cooperative about the fingerprint scan. Damn it! He clutched his head in his hands. Tanaka had been his partner and trusted confidant for years. They almost had gay sex in this game.
They almost had gay sex earlier today!
Osawa refused to believe he'd been betrayed like this. Front door chime sounded.
Yeah!
Mr.
Woo!
Osawa.
Studio, crowd.
Yeah,
cheers.
this crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
It appears you have a visitor. Could you handle that?
Oh boy, who's the visitor? Who's the visitor?
Oh my god!
Yeah!
Oh my god!
This is the.
Yeah!
Oh my god, of course. Well, I guess that's where we're going next. Who could it possibly be, now of all times?
Osawa, you cannot talk to that man right now.
Osawa, you talk to that man, he's gonna fucking kill you. He's gonna eviscerate you. He's gonna. He's gonna turn you into putty.
You have to do the Midorikawa versus Kashiwara duel.
You deal with it. So I was in no state of mind to receive a guest.
I can't do that, sir. We can't let the kidnappers learn that there are detectives here.
Have I take care of it. Kajiwara headed off.
No! That's bad, actually.
This is worse.
That's
Don't
what-
let I talk to that man.
I talk to that man and it's oh wait, I talk to that man and they start killing each other.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. Oh my
This has
god,
already
yeah.
happened.
The last time they talked to each other, they fucking almost had a fist fight.
Right now, Sawa just wanted some time to think by himself. Is Tanaka really one of the kidnappers? But if he was after the antiviral, he'd had plenty of opportunity to get his hands on it when they gave it to Hitomi. Hadn't he? Was that really what these people wanted, after all? Yeah, because that wouldn't make any sense. Like, that's the other thing, is that Tanaka has that access, and they were using the antiviral, like, outside of it. Like, so he could have, like, you know, like, put some in his
He
mouth or
could have
whatever
gotten
and
some
sequestered it.
with Osawa noticing when they gave it to Hitomi. Yeah, but
Hiding in his cheek pouches. Unable to think of what else to do, he tried the internet fortune teller again. He got the same. You're a very work. Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah,
literally
'cause-
just. That's how it works. He got the same. You're a very work-minded person result the second time.
I can't believe that I put my birthday in and I picked my first name and last name, and the same thing happened.
If you don't get over your indifference to the world might start to harbor quite a grudge. My indifference to the world around me. Huh? The truth is that even with his closest companions, even with Tanaka, for instance, his relationship had always been strictly a matter of business. He'd never really taken upon himself to get to know Tanaka as a person, and that was pretty much the case for everyone he knew. He harbored no interest in other people. He had no concern for his fellow man. That had made itself abundantly clear when he received a microscope as a birthday present way back in first grade. Even now, he still remembered the shock he'd felt when he looked through that lens for the first time. He discovered a new, almost infinite world hidden in the midst of one he'd always thought was too small. By comparison, the real world seemed bland and ugly. Wherever he looked, wherever he went, he had to contend with tedium. It hadn't taken long for him to become more charmed by the world under his microscope than the one around him. It was like a calm, quiet little seaside, a beach where he could just sit and stare out at the waves. He wanted to stay immersed in that world forever and ever. Before he knew it, he was an adult, and then a husband, and then a father. People around him thought him an odd fellow, but he hadn't let that change the way he lived his life. And this, now, was the result. He hadn't been betrayed by Tanaka. He didn't know Tanaka enough. Well, he didn't know Tanaka. Find a way to connect more deeply with the people around you and start living a better life before it's too late. Just do that. You're sure to have a wonderful future ahead. Sawa picked up his cell phone and dialed Tanaka's number. I had tried calling him repeatedly and hadn't gotten through. It was doubtful that he'd pick up. Still, Sawa had to try. The phone rang several times. He listened grimly to the empty mechanical sound, preparing himself for disappointment.
What is it?
Tanaka's voice sounded coldly into Sawa's ear. Another new song! The tension was electric. Keep out!
Yeah, gonna have to resolve that Midori Kawa shit if we want to keep going. Honestly,
Yeah,
he's
we-
gonna bust into this room and be like, "Whoa!"
He's gonna be like, objection!
I have no clue what Midori Kawa is doing here because, like, one, he has a fucking, like, interview with the, like,
Wait, fuck.
with the, like, some other guy, with the theater guys, and his laptop's broken.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is Norikawa doing? Anyway, I want to finish up Kana's stuff first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back.
Mhm.
We're in Kana's
Aichi's on keep out, Sawa's on
Maria
keep
has a
out.
bunch more to do, Midorikawa's a bunch more to do.
Yeah, Maria got a bad ending, but that's probably not happening no more. I don't know why it's not happening no more, but it seems like it's not happening no more.
The line went dead. Guess that answers that well enough, Kana said as he put away his phone. Now it was clear why the criminals were after Katana. He saw an uneasy look on Stanley's face. Something on your mind? Stanley responded with a question of his own.
If Hitomi was carrying the antiviral, how were the criminals planning on getting it from her?
Kana thought for a moment. Well, taking her by force at the scramble posed too high a risk. There were nearly 100 detectives there. They must have guessed there would be. That's why they devised the attaché case relay. They wanted to abduct Hitomi somewhere away from the Dragonet's notice. This was the plan that all the signs seemed to suggest. Oh, that was not voiced.
But still, I wonder how they managed to lead her away from police protection.
Oh, I think that might have been Kana. Anyway, look at revelation across Stanley's face.
All they need to do is convince her to go of her own accord.
But how? And then it came to him. He thought back to Hitomi's initial contact with Tariq Al-Karawa. Yep, just before he'd taken the attaché case from her, two had a brief conversation. It was possible Al-Karawan had given Hitomi some form of instructions then.
This shot is really good.
Yeah. Guess we're back to tracking down Al-Karawan again, huh? Kana could tell from the look in Stanley's eyes that he was on the verge of saying something. Probably some remark about how Tatno had allowed Al-Karawan to run free. Right now, Kana wasn't going to argue the point. After this case was resolved, he discovered what Tatno's real motives were. And once he did, Stanley would eat his words. In the meantime...
I'll make you eat those words!
I'll make you eat those words! You can't just wander around looking without any leads. Until we get more intel, see what we can do with security cameras back at the precinct. Numerous monitors shone down on the pair as they entered the Shibuya precinct's surveillance room. Each showed an array of faces of individuals somewhere in Shibuya. Kano asked one of the operators to pull up Al-Karawan's data on screen. By selecting each of the faces on the monitors in turn, they could run comparisons to determine if anyone among them was Al-Karawan. One by one, the operator made his way through the faces. Assuming their target was still in Shibuya, there was a high likelihood they'd find him. But the minutes ticked past, and there was still no sign of him. Kano's tone grew more and more impatient as he directed the operator's search.
Just calm down.
He set a hand on Kano's shoulder.
You keep wasting your energy when you don't need to.
Enemies to lovers. That's just how I do things. I'm energetic because I care. He pointed out another face to the operator. Also, Game Coder says he should have kept the sweater. Yeah, he looked good in that sweater. It was a good turn.
Yeah, he looked good in that sweater. Well, you're setting yourself up for a short life.
With a sigh, Stanley sank into a nearby chair.
My brother was like you.
The American spoke so quietly that his words were barely audible. 10 minutes later, a man clad in black appeared on one of the monitors. The operator lined up his cursor. A comparison check confirmed that it was Al-Karawan. Yes! Kano hissed, pumping his fist. It appeared that their quarry was simply walking around town, calm and composed. Kano radioed in Al-Karawan's location to Kuze.
All units! Intersect the suspect on the double!
Kuze ordered.
Kano will provide guidance using the surveillance monitors!
They saw Al-Karawan stop in front of a cigarette vending machine. Was he waiting for someone? This is used, so... It's the cosplay...
Sasayama reporting. I've got eyes on the mutt.
Mud, perpetrator. Hook, to put someone in cuffs. Dipper, pickpocket. Wants, outstanding warrants. Hang paper, to write multiple citations. And other such traditional police jargon. Thanks.
Thanks.
Kano's partner had evidently been nearby.
I'm making the arrest.
There was a note of courage in Sasayama's voice. He came into view on the monitor, walking casually. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes! Yes!
At some point, he ditched his anime nerd costume for a cat mascot suit. Oh my god.
He's got it! See? It's
Oh, no.
all for the best!
That we chose that first choice of making the guy throw it away.
Yeah, because now Sasayama got it!
Yeah, it's not Tama, it's Sasayama. Oh no. That getup's going to make Sasayama stand out like a sore thumb. Shoot. Oh no.
Shoot! The mutt spotted me! I'm going in pursuit!
Actually, you're going in pursuit. Sasayama slipped out of the camera's view.
Whoa! What get? Let go of me! Oh my god, it's switched hands!
Oh my god. You're Mr. Yanagashita, right?
Oh,
Look,
no,
I'm sorry,
no,
but I really
is-
do need you to return that costume. That's like the costume rental guy.
That's the costume rental guy.
The voices came in over the wireless. It sounded like Sasayama was caught up in an argument with someone. Sasayama! Hold on, I need to... Oh, this is the...
Kano, I need some help here! Requesting emergency backup!
The line went dead before Sasayama could finish. Kano didn't have the faintest idea what was going on. Obviously, his partner needed him. He rushed out of the precinct.
Absolutely incredible.
When he arrived on the scene, he saw Sasayama, still in the catsuit, caught up in a scuffle with a man he'd never seen before. There's no sign of Al-Karawan.
That's why I keep saying she has to put the fursuit back on.
If this is a bad end, we might have to fucking have her put the first.
The thing is if she puts it back on, nobody will mistake her for Hitomi.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
good, but-
yeah.
But that changes so many things in the timeline right now. I think she will
Yeah.
get rid of it. She could get rid of it.
Yeah, I earnestly don't believe that she's going to be Tama for this hour, like at all. But I do think it's possible that this suit is so catastrophic to timelines that we have to get her back into it at some point.
Anyway. Sasayama, what's going on?
That's an excellent question. This guy just came out of me out of nowhere.
He sounded pretty riled up. Sir, I need you to return this costume. My boss was very insistent on that point. The man was panting with exertion, shouting in Sasayama's face.
Oh
See
my
the
god,
owner
it's
of the suit?
stuck.
What's the deal with that thing, Sasayama?
I bought it at a variety store on Center Guy.
He just fucking sold
I
it!
needed it to be for... let's see.
I figured it'd be a perfect disguise. I didn't steal anything.
Sir, I'm telling you, you need to give that back!
And I'm telling you, I've got no idea what you're on about.
Sasayama stamped his foot. I realize that you're not Mr. Yanagashita. That isn't the issue. I just need you to return that costume. Alright.
Alright, sure, I'll give it to you. I just need a little longer, so let go of me.
I can't do that, sir. I need you to get out of that suit right now.
Yeah, I get that, buddy, but no can do. It's like I told you before. The zipper on this thing snapped. Fuck.
Kana watched as the argument descended further and further into absurdity. Meanwhile, Akarawan was getting away. This was ridiculous. He turned to go in pursuit of the suspect.
Kano, wait! Come on! Help me out, man!
Huh?
Help me get this thing off!
Now really isn't the time for this. Going after the suspect.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna ditch me here so you can take the credit all for yourself.
Whoa, what?
I was this close to nabbing the guy. The arrest is mine to make.
Sasayama...
This suit is evil. I think this suit is evil. And you know it.
It wasn't as though Kana couldn't empathize. If Sasayama hadn't been blindsided by this random stranger, he probably would have caught Alcarawan just fine. Alright then. He reached for the zipper at the back of the catsuit. But as Sasayama had said, the metal fittings are snagged and refused to budge.
Hurry up!
I'm trying. There wasn't time to do this slowly and carefully. Kind of yanked down on the zipper hard. Stop! Don't be so rough like that! But if I don't, I'll never... You mustn't! If you aren't careful, you'll cause a malfunction!
He's gonna rip it
Function?
off, isn't he?
What the hell was this guy talking about?
He's about to rip off the zipper.
Kinda got an even firmer grip.
He's
of the
gonna
zipper
rip
and pulled
off the
again.
zipper.
What?
Meow.
Paws in surprise as Sasayama mewled. Wait, what?
Meow.
Hang on, what?
What is going on?
What? Again, Sasayama let out a little cry. Except it didn't sound like Sasayama's voice at all.
What's going on?
Huh?
Guys,
What?
there's something making a rumbling noise inside this thing.
Um,
What?
Oh, he sounded pretty alarmed. Uh-oh, said the other man. What? There's their cat there.
There's...
It has
It
started.
has started?
What? His face went pale.
What are you talking about? What started?
Man hesitated and seemed to come to a decision.
Oh, of course.
The transformation. You know that post that's like, I'm transforming, and then they just end up as like a little cat.
Hey.
oh my god, my jazz music's coming through.
Hey, you know what? This explains a lot. Because Tama was like slowly losing her humanity.
That's
in
true.
This thing. So this is an ordinary Kai costume?
Hang on, I'm trying to find the post I'm thinking about. No, I can't find it. Anyway, it's like... Anyway. Hey, a magic mascot suit that turns you into a cat is almost assuredly a story I've seen before on the site. I mean, most certainly, yeah. Meaning what exactly? He's so greasy! He's so red!
He's sweating!
He's sweating, he's so scared. I sharp-rated this unit out by mistake. Oh, I had no idea it was anything so horrifying. Not until the boss filled me in a little while ago. What's horrifying? You're not answering the question. The man's gaze grew hollow and distant. Cats, he said. For a moment, there was only silence. And Sasayama spoke up nervously.
Well, yeah. It's a cat. I know that already.
No, you're not listening. This is a cat.
Like I said, I already know it's a cat. Anyone can see that just from looking at it.
No, not a cat. Cats. What?
What?
Help! Help!
Help! It's Five Nights at Freddy's! It's
Help.
Five Nights at Freddy's! Oh, it's Five Nights at
What?
Freddy's! It's Five Nights at Freddy's! It's Five Nights at
Posthumous transmission system.
Hey, that's why she's so strong in fighting, is because she was in her fucking suit! Costume as transmission system developed by Far East Costume Rental High-Tech Department. There was an official corporate notice stating, "This is just a prototype and potentially dangerous. So do not lend it out under any circumstances. But it was accidentally rented
Tomo's
by
fucking
mistake.
invincible.
I love this fucking image with the, like, X-ray!
Also, finally doing the fucking blue thing as a joke delivery is extremely perfect. Just
Yeah.
like, it's cats, and then
Yeah.
it's like, and then the reveal.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my fucking
It's
god.
fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. He's gonna get turned into meat goo.
He's getting Five Nights at Freddy's.
Meow, 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 meow. Echo, you have to join in. Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Meow,
Meow.
meow, 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 meow.
Meow.
There's a lot of meowing.
Meow.
Meow, meow,
Meow.
meow, 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 meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
The meowing started back up again. With each new mule, the sound got faster. Soon it sounded less like a cat, or like some mechanism that was... Is it powered by cats? There was a sudden, fierce, blinding flash. Space itself began to warp, and a roughly 3 meteor radius around Sasayama in his costume.
Domain expansion.
Whoa!
A moment later, Connor and the others had vanished. Can someone clip that, please? Someone clip that bad hint.
Please.
Okay, so...
What's the hit?
we're sent into another dimension due to malfunction in the cats. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maria really needs to hang on to the costume. She's the only one who can handle that power. Maria, you have to get back in the robot. I love how this is like this. The story has been like verging on the edge of getting into like sci fantasy bullshit, and it's like kind of getting there. But this is just like, Jesus Christ. Okay, do we want to do Minorikawa, or do we want to fix the timeline? I think we have like an hour left, so we could probably do Maria and then some Minorikawa, or... It depends on
yeah, we need to fix the timeline now or we'll forget.
Probably a good point.
The thing is, I would not be surprised if that sci fantasy bullshit just doesn't happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
you say that, but yeah.
They just never go into it. It's just like, you know,
Yeah,
a funny
it's just
catsuit.
dead end.
I'm so glad it put a. I did kind of go like, oh, it's gonna be a bad end, but I thought it would be much
Very different.
faster
Yeah.
and not. I'm so glad about it. I should deal with it by myself. I feel a little guilty about having him go out of his way for more than he already has. Maybe I should deal with it myself. He looks a bit disappointed when I tell him that.
Yeah, I was gonna sell it.
Yeah. I buy the necklace for 30,000 yen and leave the knick-knack shop, hauling the costume with me. Yes! But as I walk along, I started regretting my decision. I can't find a good place to throw the cat outfit away. Finally, I spot a convenience store that looks like it'll do just fine. One of the employees out front, cleaning out the trash can. Several large garbage bags line the side of the road. Perfect. Maybe I can have him toss out the costume along with everything else, then to be gone forever. Excuse me. So I got this old cat suit here. I figure it can't hurt to ask.
Yeah, I know. The shop boy takes the costume from me. Taku Okada, 22-year-old getting on by part-time employment. Recently, after a number of employees quit in rapid succession, the owner hurriedly took on several new hires. But for some reason, instead of everyone chipping in on cleaning, Okados always winds up stuck doing
Aww, poor guy.
it. You're here to throw this thing out. I got it. Sounds wholly unsurprised. Except so blithely that I actually feel bad. It's been like this all morning. I don't even care anymore. Just throw away when you need and be on your way, I guess.
It's been like what all morning?
I'm out here cleaning and people keep dumping trash on me. First was this couple that up and threw a garbage bag at me. Hachi Ino and Tomisawa. The two have just run into a girl called Kanan.
They did do that!
After that, some homeless-looking guy came by, took all his clothes off, and left. Detective Yuji Saji, that's Sajiyawa the Shibuya for a second. At the moment,
Sajiyawa is searching for a costume for his next disguise.
like just now, some chubby girl tossed out some empty cardboard boxes and a bunch of empty bottles.
Cheery.
That must have been Cheery. She was probably... Oh, this is you.
She was probably drinking the burning hammer while she walked along.
So when you came by just now with this thing, I knew right away. Yep, this again.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. 3 times, 4 times, what's the difference? Flashes a bright smile, but it's clearly insincere. Then he looks at me more closely. Huh. Aren't you the girlfriend of that dude who threw the bag of garbage at me?
What? Nope, not me.
Huh. Guess I'm misremembering then. Well, I don't know, that's you.
Well, anyway, thanks for your help with this. I give the guy a bow.
Farewell to cat costume.
For now.
For now.
Someone
come
could
back.
intercept that fucking trash.
Probably sell shirts in here and higher inside.
Yeah, this feels like it's gonna... Well, I guess we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes, because maybe we can fix Tama's timeline as well.
Yeah. We're gonna meet fucking... her best friend, the boss.
I
Oh,
need to-
first we...
He back.
I'm skipping ahead to this.
Yeah.
I think we need to not hang out with Yamageshi.
Yeah, seems
Yeah.
like let's fucking ditch his ass. I'm getting out of here. Getting involved with those thugs strikes me as a bad idea. I pretend not to know Yanagashita and run off.
Tama! Wait up, please!
I can still hear him calling pathetically as I scurry away. I didn't get to mention the transparent scratch cards, but that may be for the best. The guy really ought to develop a proper work ethic. He might be dead again, is
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
problem. Oh
Nice
fuck,
to
she's
see
actually
you.
in the clothing store though.
The 3rd floor is packed with young... Oh no, this is you.
The 3rd floor is packed with young girls. I spot a shirt that catches my eye and headed to the fitting room to try it on. There, I realize there's something in my pocket. Something I must have been carrying around for a while. It's a photo.
That's a big photo to put in your pocket.
A photo of a white man.
True.
Stanley!
It's
Who's
fucking
this guy?
Stanley.
I can't quite tell if I recognize him or not.
Man.
This man. Huh? Dangerous.
She's MK Ultra. She's being her sleeper code has been activated.
I hear someone's voice inside my head.
Maria, sleeper agent activation code.
Put the suit back on.
Put the suit back on and go and beat the fuck out of Stanley.
Is this
Oh, it's Kanan.
Stay away
They're
from
gonna
him.
stay? Oh wait.
Flashes of memory flicker in my mind. I see a girl standing before me. I can't quite recall her face, but I get the impression she's someone very important. She speaks to me. Yeah, that tattoo makes it a bit
Yeah.
This man is dangerous. Stay away from him.
That's all. Then I snap back to my senses. It feels like I was right on the cusp of remembering something critical. At any rate, it seems that there's some connection between me and the man in the photo. Try as I might, though, I can't recall anything more than that.
Swag.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's a good one. I try on the shirt I picked out. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I decide to buy it and have the store toss out my torn sweater for me. As I'm about to go down the escalator, a young man strides up to me as if I'm an old friend.
Well,
Aichi's probably different, so we shouldn't jump, because... There you are! I thought we were going to meet on the second floor. Going to meet? What's this guy talking about? I've never seen him before. Ah, well, anyway...
Yeah, this is Achi.
Ah, well, anyway, come on. We have to go hide. Hide? Why do we need to do that? Hide? Why? Because those guys might have found us. They're outside. He grabs my hand and I yank it away. Hey, come on, what gives? Is this some new pickup trick or something? Whatever it is, it's way too aggressive. I get the heck out of there. Hey! Hey! The guy keeps shouting, but I ignore him and try to slip away into the crowd. When I look back, though, I see that he's still following me. What do I do?
Both of these are bad.
Yeah, and there's not one that obviously... Look. The way this is constructed, there's no way that we can get this resolved. So, it's only bad options.
Yeah.
Because these two specifically cannot actually team up at any point.
Yeah. Because of how the structure of the story is.
Yeah. Another floor seems like the safe one, though. For
Well,
now,
no, what if
maybe
she
I should do
mentions
another
to...
floor.
Wait, what if she goes to Tanaka, though?
Ooh, Well, we'll know where to... I hurry toward the bank of elevators. Alright, who's in here?
I knew this shit.
Well, if it isn't Tama! What a coincidence!
It's Yanagashita again. I try to walk on by like I don't notice him, but it's already too late.
Huh? Hey, where'd your boyfriend go?
Boyfriend? I have no clue what he's talking about.
Anyway, perfect timing. Can you give me back that magazine?
Nothing you're saying is making any sense. I peer at him in confusion. Once again, Yanagashita looks like he might start to cry.
Don't tease me like this. I did give it to you, right?
No, you didn't give me anything.
I get it. You wanted that 100,000 yen all to yourself, so now you're playing dumb, is that it?
No, I honestly have no idea what this is all about.
Now he's all...
By now, he's all worked up and getting all red in the face.
Look, you might have amnesia, but that excuse ain't gonna fly with me.
The amnesia has nothing to do with it. He doesn't seem to want to believe me, no matter what I say.
Come on, hurry up and just give it back. Otherwise I'm gonna start falling here real loud.
He's going to cry? Seriously? This guy's a real piece of work.
Well, what's it gonna be? You're gonna make a grown man cry?
It would certainly be pretty embarrassing if he starts sobbing now. But I can't exactly give him back a magazine I never had. Oh, well, saved by the bell.
The elevator door is open. Echo.
Well, if it isn't our little entrepreneur, we've been looking for you.
The two thugs.
It's the two thugs from before, and there's no avoiding them this time.
Asao Ozu and his underling, Yutaro Sagawa, members of the Tenryugumi Yakuza Syndicate. Ozu is quite frightening when angry. His nickname is Ozu the Ogre, but despite his strong emotions, he's very logic-driven. Sagawa is the archetypical punk who likes to get into scuffles, but he's also a really good cook.
I'm glad he's a really good cook. I like that detail. It's good. That's Yanagashita for sure. The men drag Mr. Yanagashita into the elevator.
Save me, Tama!
He grabs hold of my hand. Hey, let go of me! This is so funny. Great, now I'm in the elevator too, and the doors are shutting.
Now then, Mr. Yanagashita, there's nowhere else to run.
His tone is polite, but it's also pretty foreboding.
Whoa, wait, just hold on. I can get you the money. I'm just about to get loads of it.
Enough of your poppycock!
Balderdash, claptrap, straight up nonsense. Taken from the Dutch poppycock, meaning soft tongue.
I didn't know that.
I really mean it this time. Please, you have to believe me. I can pay you 100,000 right now. That's not true. You cannot.
100,000? You're really carrying around that much?
This is a very educational F2. Yeah, we've learned so much today about science and other things.
Yanagashita.
No, not me, the girl.
Fucking doing. The men turn to eye me in unison.
She's holding on to something that's worth 100,000 yen.
What? The sudden turn in the conversation has me all flustered.
Tama, please. Hand it over.
I already told you I don't know what you're talking about. The elevator stops at the first floor and the doors open.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Standing on the other side of the doors is the guy I ran into earlier, not his father. Bolt-headed man snarls.
Oh wait, that's you.
Toyama!
Oh, just get the next one. Hana's father bolts like a startled hare. The ball man and his cronies stare after him.
Now's my chance!
He darts out of the elevator, makes a run for it.
Hey, after him!
After who? Him or him?
Just start with Toyama!
The two thugs race after Hana's father. They've left me all by myself. I'm worried enough to think about going after them, but before too long, I've lost sight of them all. For a long time, I just stand there, like a hurricane victim, lingering in the aftermath. What a day this has been. When I finally get my wits about me, I realize I'm pretty hungry. That's right, I didn't get to eat lunch. I head for the 4th floor, where the restaurants are. Since I don't really want to run to Yanoshita and those guys again, I decided to take the elevator.
Yes,
The
buddy.
escalator. As I'm riding it, I hear commotion coming from the floor below. Yeah? It's a man's voice, shouting angrily. Out of my way! Come on! I pay the outburst no heed and let the escalator take me up.
I
That just-
love how fucking little she gives a shit about fucking anything. She's just like,
she doesn't know anything, and she got her amulet, and the amulet didn't actually help her.
yeah, she's just like, I just got my amulet and I want to get a burger now. She needs an amulet and burger and then everything will be okay.
If she get amulet, then burger, it'll be fine.
I just love how she's so much shit is happening around her. She doesn't fucking care.
Doesn't give a shit. We're back here. When I arrive at the 4th floor restaurant, a sign for a Chinese buffet catches my eye.
Style of dining where guests serve themselves freely from an array of prepared foods, taking as much of each as they want. Many hotels and restaurants tend to hold buffets at lunchtime, or for brunch. Sometimes, however, this just winds up being a kind of cruel trap, with crowded lines making it take forever for you to even get near the food.
Yeah. Imabaki Chinese restaurant. The name means something along the lines of fire of mourning. Yeah, they're gonna be fucking mourning for a bit. I guess fire is important for cooking, but that's kind of an unsettling thing to call an eatery. Oh well, I guess the name doesn't really matter. I'm in a mood to straight up devour some Chinese food. When I go to enter, though, I'm stopped by one of the employees.
A third shot of this woman crying. A third shot.
She's so sopping wet.
I love how she's fucking posing for these photos.
Yeah, it's really
She's
good.
Scary.
She's fighting for her fucking life.
Who's doing this character?
Oh,
Oh,
It was
it's
Echo.
Echo.
Miss. Hurry, Miss. I'm afraid we're not accepting any customers. I mean, we're not really open. Not just now.
She sounds a little bewildered by her own words. Why not?
Well, you see, one of our other customers ate all our food.
Someone ate an entire restaurant out of food? Is that even possible?
Oh my god, is Cheery gonna do the Iron Stomach competition? Oh my god! She has to.
She could win it easily.
She could win it
like,
easily.
What I'm trying to say, Miss, is that we're closed for the day.
Go figure. Looks like Mr. Yanagashita's bad luck has rubbed off on me.
You were having bad luck before this. You just don't know it.
Yeah, you just don't remember that you got kidnapped by an international organization. I guess I'll just have to look for another restaurant too.
Oh, hey.
Hold up. Who's that kid? Lying idly across the streets in the waiting area at the front of the restaurant is a young girl. Is this the girl that dismal-looking fellow has been searching for? She looks so sad it makes my heart ache. I can't just leave her there alone. Excuse me, is your name Hana? She looks wary at the question. Correct. Your father's been looking for you. Hana ignores me and just stares up at the ceiling. Hey, how about we try to find your dad together? I coax the girl into getting up, and then I call out to the restaurant staffer. Yes!
A
Yes!
fourth camera angle.
Excuse me, where should I go to ask them to put an announcement on the PA system?
I don't know. Maybe the first floor? The security office?
Right. Down we go. I take Hana with me, and we get on one of the elevators together.
This is definitely going better than last time.
This means that Hitomi is gonna run into Tanaka, I think.
Yeah, but hopefully maybe Achi will be there also.
Yeah, or we're just gonna lose Hitomi completely and actually
Mhm.
fucked up real bad.
Do you know my father? Hana's tone is
Hana's tone is pretty brusque. Well, I don't really know him exactly.
What the fuck does her shirt say? It's got like impact font on it, and I really want to see, like, I really want to know what it says.
Yeah, maybe we will.
So are you a deck collector?
I laugh and shake my head. Would a debt collector be wearing an outfit like this?
Or strange amulet? Hana lets out a deep
Hana
sigh.
lets out a deep sigh.
So you're just kind of butting in then?
Well, yeah. I guess so. I can't help but grin sheepishly. I feel like something about sad little Hana is stirring up some of my lost memories. If I just came out and told her that, she'd probably think I was a total weirdo. So I decide to say something else. Hmm.
You're not. Don't lie.
Yeah, I don't
It's A.
think that she's B. I think she's A.
Yeah.
I guess I just get bored being all by myself.
I like being alone.
Hana looks away from me. Still, I'm sure your father must be missing you right now.
He doesn't care what happens to me.
He doesn't. Her words trigger a sudden intense tightness in my chest. What? What is this feeling? Is it a relatable feeling, maybe?
Yeah.
Perhaps?
Perhaps.
Possibly? When I get to the security office, I hear voices coming from inside. I wonder what they're talking about. I peek through the crack in the door and see a man with a cane speaking with a security guard. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, it's the man with the cane.
I don't know. I don't remember who did this guy's voice. I think me, maybe? They might have been Troka, honestly.
Give it Echo.
Echo, you can be the assassin. I think it's Tadano, yeah.
It's the man with
Alright.
the cane, who we think is Tatano.
Who's
He's like an old guy, but he's also a
I think I
detective.
did I think I've done Totno before.
Keeps chasing after Aichi and Hitomi.
Yeah. How many exits are there that lead outside?
There's a main entrance on the first floor, along with 2 side entrances. Also, there's one down on the first basement level and another in the second basement. The security guard spoke with polite precision.
Okay, I have to be right back really quick because I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Apologies.
I'm gonna leave my microphone on so you can hear wonderful standby music while Riley's gone.
Yay.
I have no idea like how much of it is getting picked up. I just see myself flickering on and off during like the
That's really funny. A thing that I really respect about this, Echo, is just like it is really fun how many like big characters there are and how many of them have like it's clear that they like everyone has a path that they're running today in this, you know?
yeah. It's so powerful.
It's also funny that like the only positive thing that the like guy who runs that shop has actually done is like tell Minorikawa to call the cops about the letting what's his name out.
Yeah.
Some really weird character webs happening though. Like it doesn't help that we don't like did Tatato just let him go?
I
It seems like he did. But what's going on there?
I don't know, but I feel like I mean there's still shit to find out. We've had
I'm
some
back.
amazing revelations.
Yeah, we sure fucking have. We learned that Tama's suit is fucking Iron Man suit.
Yeah. We learned that Hitomi's more valuable than all the money
Yeah,
or
yeah,
her sister, honestly.
yeah. Aichi is in charge of Aichi is like the most important person right now because he's protecting Itomi.
Yeah.
Alright, we can continue.
All right, the security guard spoke with polite precision. Uh-huh.
I see. I need you to shutter all exits except for the main entrance right away.
Understood, sir. Attention all shoppers. The announcement comes in over the loudspeaker. Due to maintenance, all first floor entrances other than the main entrance have been closed. We apologize for the inconvenience. Customers wishing to leave, please use the main entrance on the first floor. I'm not sure what just happened, but it sounds like the main entrance is now the only way out. Come on, let's have him make an announcement for us. But when I turn around, Hana is gone. She must have run off while I was distracted.
This is probably the mafia guy.
Well, looky here. If it ain't that little cutie again.
The two thugs that were after Yanagishita come strolling toward me.
Wow, you're a speedy one, huh? Weren't you downstairs just now? And did you change your clothes too?
He looks me over, seeming impressed.
Hey, hold on. Let me see your face.
The younger man grabs me by the wrist. You know Yanagishita, right? Go on and give him a quick little call for us. He gives me a sharp yank. Let go of me.
Can it, girly? Just give the man a call and we're all good.
I have nothing to do with that guy. Do it now. These guys aren't even listening to me. Now I'm really pissed off. I said I have nothing to do with that guy.
Yeah!
He doesn't need an Iron Man suit. She's fucking jacked.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just jacked. I whipped my man-handled armor to wide arc and sent the young man flying to a stack of boxes. Guess he must have not been expecting that. He hits hard. The impact knocks him out cold.
Echo.
Whoa, who the heck are you?
The bald man asks, his eyes wide. Shut up, I tell him. You're next.
I just love the pointing at you. Shut up.
Milk? Drinking milk? I flash a winning grin as he gathers up his fallen friend and drags him away as fast as he can go. Okay, that was pretty strange. It was just like when I was fighting Miku. My body seems to know how to pull off all these moves instinctively. Am I a martial artist, maybe? Anyway, I've got to find Hana. Easier said than done. I wander around the building, but I don't see any sign of the girl. Maybe she went back home? Eventually, I slump down on a bench in a corner. I wish I could go home too, I muttered to myself. Oh, fuck. Something cold presses against my neck. What? Is that what I think it is? Mark
I
a
don't know.
scene, and I slit your throat. Oh no. It is a knife. Two foreign men grab me by the arms from either side. In that moment, fragmentary memories flood through my mind. I'm on a street. It looks like someplace in the Middle East. I'm being dragged along by several men. I'm too scared to speak. There are people on the street, market vendors, but none of them seem to be willing to get involved. The men drag me into some back alley. Help me! Please! Somebody help me! I'm being abducted. And then a dark silhouette drops down in front of me. The figure brandishes a knife threateningly at the men. The blade moves with dazzling speed. My captors are all down in mere moments. Who is this? Who came to save me? I try my utmost to drag my memories to the surface. It's a girl. That's right. I'm certain of that much. I don't remember her face, but it's a girl younger than me. Walk faster. The angry hiss in my ear snaps me out of my flashback. What was that memory just now? I'm more concerned about the girl who saved me than I am about the men who captured me now. The two thugs march me along, still holding me by the arms. Can't believe she was in a place like that.
Yeah, talk about giving us the runaround.
I'm muted.
Oh, you were muted. Do you want to do it? I'm still eating chips, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about giving us the runaround.
I can't figure out what they're talking about. A place like what? Giving them the runaround? Do you know me? The two men look at each other.
Wait, are you the other one?
One of them peers closely into my face. Oh, what are you talking about? I'm me. What do you mean a place like... I stop as a sudden idea comes to me. Hold on. Are you talking about that storehouse? The men look utterly confused. Okay, you're still muted. Well, you went back to being muted, obviously.
What are you talking about?
I explain that I lost my memory. This seems to make them pretty anxious.
We
gotta-
gotta report this.
One of the men takes out his cell phone and makes a call. He informs whoever's on the other end that I've lost my memory. I have no idea what's going on. Based on what I can follow from the conversation, though, it seems like these guys were the people who had put me in that storehouse. But why had they done that? One of these guys gasped if I was the other one. What could that possibly mean? Huh? Could it be? Did they abduct me because they mistook me for someone else? If so, who? The more I try to think, the more muddied this all gets. Calm down. Just calm down. Let's think of what we know. What I do know for sure is that I woke up inside that storehouse. Evidently, I took a blow to my head, and that's the cause of my amnesia. Hold on. That's strange. If these people kidnapped me before, why wasn't the storehouse, well, locked? Seems pretty sloppy if they wanted to keep someone confined. What could this all possibly mean?
It's no use.
It's no use. It's no use. I haven't the foggiest. None of this makes any sense at all. I crane my neck to see who spoke. It's the man with the cane who was at the security office.
Okay, it says UT head at the bottom. UT head question mark. And I think it says smoking at some point.
Yeah, that's smoking. UT head.
I don't know what the other words are.
No, it's impossible.
Echo or soul.
Who the hell are you?
And this is you, Echo.
This is also
It's
you,
time
Echo.
out.
I said let her go. Did you not hear?
The man with the cane pulls a gun from his suit pocket.
Get lost. This isn't worth dying over.
The two men take a few steps back and then bolt out the alleyway. Who are you? My voice trembles slightly.
Guess he's not here.
The man takes a quick look around. He? Do you mean Mr. Yanagashita?
All that matters is that he's not here.
Gun in hand, the man slowly approaches.
Oh my god.
Hitomi Osawa. I know you've done nothing wrong.
What? I feel a jolt of surprise at the name. Hitomi Osawa? Is that my name? His face, a mask of stone. The man points a gun right at my head.
Please, no hard feelings.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
Okay, that's a to be continued?
Damn.
That's a to be continued.
Well, I guess that's Maria for this chapter. Though we might come back to her at some point. Also, her outfit's changed.
Oh, her outfit's changed, right?
Okay, so do we want to spend the last 10 minutes? Do we want to just call it now, or do we want to take a brief sojourn into
We
Minorikawa
probably
World?
want to. I feel like we want to call it now because if we go to Minorikawa, it will definitely not be 3 seconds long.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a lot of
It's
stuff
gonna be
going
long
on.
as hell. But from assuming that Aichi gets back with Hitomi,
Yeah,
we have a vague idea of what's going down for him.
yeah,
Sort
and
of.
then with the catsuit fixed, hopefully this should go okay, and then we know that Minorikawa is probably going to jump to Osawa to fix that.
Minorikawa's gonna somehow jump to Osawa, which is like, what is
That's-
he doing?
What the fuck is he doing?
Because like all of his extended cast guys are in Maria's thing right now.
Yeah. So,
Weird.
that will be stream for today. Thank you all for joining us in this sojourn through the streets of Shibuya. We're honestly made a lot of good progress. Like, we started at the top of the hour, and we're like almost like, I feel like we're pretty close to.
Other than
wrapping up.
Minorikawa, everyone's pretty good through, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And we learned a lot today, and we'll learn a lot next week.
Yeah, we learned a whole lot about what the evil syndicate wants.
Yeah. And also about science.
Don't
and about
forget.
cats.
We saw those 3D renders of the secret lab.
What were you gonna say, Echo?
I was just gonna say, don't forget to keep scrambling.
Gotta keep scrambling.
Gotta keep scrambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye. See you next week.
See ya later.
Bye.